Welcome to Plat Chat Overwatch episode 242. The first episode, I can't remember an episode we recorded this late. It's so late. It's 6 p.m. on the Pacific. Europeans are in shambles. Avril is in heaven. Avril is just like straight up living.
Avril feels good.
Yeah, it's like 10 a.m. What is it?
It's actually midday.
It's midday?
That's crazy.
Whoa!
That's crazy.
Whoa!
This is the first time we've ever done like an OCE-centric schedule before in any esport in the history of the world or any esport related thing. Generally, most people are like, fuck OC, we do not care.
Except for esports that do take place in OC, which are always OCs.
Yeah, but those are like, you know, I mean, like 1% of the total market value of everything esport related and gaming related in general. So, you know, come on, slowly roll, little bro. Slowly roll. Okay, we got to talk about the wider context of the world here.
If you're wondering about the background noises this episode, I'm going to let you know that Joss is eating during this episode. He's eating dinner.
I am eating. It's my fault we are late. I had to go to the doctors. I just came back. Everything's
So
fine.
defensive.
Was the surgery a success? Was the shortening surgery a success?
The femboy surgery was a success.
Oh, the femboy
Wait,
surgery. I thought it was
the
the
femboy
shortening. I thought it
surgery.
was the shortening surgery.
The
I thought they were taking
shortening
some inches.
surgery.
I thought they were
I do not
taking
need
some
to go
inches
to
off
the
your
short.
eye.
No, I do have something called
brain tumor is
HDD
still there,
though.
unfortunately. Yeah,
They
you didn't
said
get rid of it.
HDD. That's the only thing that they said. Yeah, huge damn dick. I just.
Yeah, that's where all the shin height went. That's
He
where all the
was
shin height
cooking with
went.
that one. He was cooking with that one.
He did
Good
that.
start,
Thank you,
everybody, to the podcast.
advertisers. Thank you so much, advertisers. Thank you.
But
That's
yes,
good.
I
I'm
am
glad-
eating. I'm sorry.
What do you
All
eat?
right.
I
I'm
gotta
eating
know, I
mac and
gotta know.
cheese, homemade mac and cheese, and like this pork in a marinade. It's very good.
Okay.
actually,
Any
very good.
vegetables? Any like nutrients? Fiber?
Well, the
in
thing
there,
is, the
or-
doctor said you need more vegetables and stuff, and I said, actually, I'm gonna. Well, you know,
Okay.
today
Okay.
I
So we're
might
on the
just not.
12-year-old diet. That's fine.
We are, yeah. I didn't have time. I was literally heating it up as we were starting the episode, so my bad. I'll eat my broccoli tomorrow.
He's a fish. He's on a meat-only diet, just like real fish are, you know?
Well, you know, fish
Or
actually
do
eat a lot of
fish
algae,
only
so
eat? Yeah, I was about to say. I don't think
that's
fish
not
only
true.
eat
That's
meat.
not true.
I feel like fish have to eat more than that.
I think
Now, granted, we
I
also
think certain fish only eat meat.
Well,
Depends
yeah,
on the
like
fish.
carnivorous sharks, etc. Yes, but
I've been
Sharks
dabbling
also
with
eat
this take on
tigers.
stream, and it's quite a hot take, so it's not enjoyable when I bring it up. But I really don't like. People can't be eating mac and cheese. Like mac and cheese
What
is
are you
just
talking
no.
about? What
It's
are you
not-
talking about? We've lost the South.
not a
We've lost
good
the South.
food
Everyone,
item.
everyone
Come
in
on.
Georgia, everyone in Atlanta, don't mute Johnny. Just stop. We've lost the Southern U.S. We've lost the Southern U.S. I promise you, Atlanta, Georgia. We love mac and cheese. All of your shitty restaurants that you guys keep on making. It's like we have chicken wings and shit. Like, don't worry. Like we love.
I will make
we love
myself
Atlanta,
the fool.
Georgia.
I will make myself the fool. Okay, if you're making like homemade, it's like family recipe down the generations, like 120 years of mac and cheese, all good. But if it's like instant mac and cheese from the store, you got some fucking powder you're whipping up with water or some shit, then what the fuck are we doing, dude? No,
Dude,
you might
so
as well
you don't
fucking.
eat any easy meals ever. You don't eat like a single easy meal once in your life. Like
You don't eat
I'm
like
sure.
a
I'm
meal.
sure. I mean, like yogurt and granola, but like I'm not.
You're gonna eat yogurt and granola for dinner? Like it's like, oh man, I need a quick
Sometimes I
dinner
fucking
meal.
love yogurt and granola.
You have yogurt and granola for
Yogurt
dinner?
Yogurt, you got
That's
like all the biotics, the probiotics, and all that shit. You
Bro,
can
if
put some
you-
fruit in
no,
there, nutrition,
no,
granola. You get nuts,
You're a
seeds,
berries
all
and
of that
cream
good stuff,
type of lad
oats,
over here.
Fiber,
Berries and
lots of
cream
fiber,
lad.
good stool. Like it's a great versatile.
No, but not for
complete
dinner.
Item.
Not
Why
for
not for dinner?
But dinner,
People
that's
eat
Because
fucking-
dinner, you get-
people
that
eat
sucks.
powdered mac and cheese for dinner, for breakfast, and I
no.
can't have yogurt.
You can't.
this
Well, you
is
can.
not powdered mac
You
and cheese
can.
for a start.
But it's not like that's not also.
Oh,
this
I
is not
trust
like
your
a dinner
gourmet
meal.
senses, Joss. It was probably the cheapest thing in the stores. You can afford a new head.
It's homemade, motherfucker. You dare say that to me? You come at me? Oh, you got like this is
Wait,
homemade.
but he said it was
Oh,
homemade.
my
You already
carbon
forgot.
fiber.
You already
Alright,
forgot. You already forgot it was
Jesus
homemade.
Christ.
How many generations?
I think
How
that
many
is crazy
generations old,
that you
Jules?
hate it. That's fucking
Is the recipe
crazy.
you're eating?
This recipe was handed down from Google.com to my search bar and then
Wow.
onto my stream.
All right.
That's fucking insanity. I couldn't
Yeah.
believe like if you're gonna eat
The
yogurt
slander
and
is
granola
crazy.
for dinner, I feel like that they're fattening you up to be like a burnt offering at like some sort of like they're like feed this man with milk and honey right now, feed him so that way we can say like that's if you're gonna eat yogurt and granola for dinner. I'm just saying.
All right. I have a suggestion.
Okay,
Okay.
go on.
You might not agree with mac and cheese. You might not agree with yogurt and granola. Okay. But I'll tell you, That's weather pairs perfectly with the savory fall foods, but with your busy schedule, sometimes it's hard to eat the way you'd like to. That's where Factor comes in. Their chefs do the chopping and the chopping to bring you fresh, never frozen, fully cooked meals right to your doorstep. All you have to do is heat and eat. All their meals are dietitian approved, so you know you're getting the nutrition you need. Look, Jaws, you're getting the nutrition you need along with the fall flavors you crave. When it comes to meals, everyone wants the same thing. Options. That's why Factor's over 35 wholesome meals every week, including gourmet plus keto, calorie smart, vegan plus veggie, so you'll always find something you love that suits your lifestyle. There's more to Factor than just lunches and dinners, from easy breakfast and smoothies to delectable midnight snacks. Factor has over 60 plus items to keep you fueled and focused 24/7, and with a plethora of flavors, you'll never get bored. This fall, you got a lot going on outside of the kitchen. Keep your plans and turn to Factor. They deliver fresh, nutritious, chef-prepared meals and ready to just eat in 2 minutes. That's right. I use these on stream. You put them in the microwave, 2 minutes, boom. If you're queuing support, you can have a meal ready before your support queue pops. It's great. Middle of the stream, middle of the gaming sesh, you don't want to cook? Factor meals. Here we go. Whether you're managing calories, maximizing your protein intake, trying to build some muscle, or simply trying to eat more balanced, Factor has dietitian-approved meals that will help you meet your wellness goals. Choose from 6 meal preferences, including keto, calorie smart, and vegan plus veggie, and round out your order with nutrition-rich smoothies, snacks, and energy shots to keep you satisfied all day long. You work so hard, so treat your body right with Factor. They're fresh, never frozen, chef-crafted meals. Make it easy to get the nutrition you need with a restaurant-like experience you deserve. There's no prep, no mess, just delicious meals that feature premium ingredients like filet mignon, shrimp, and blackened salmons delivered right to your door. Ready in just 2 minutes. You'll savor every last bite. Head to factormeals.com/Overwatch and use code Overwatch50 to get 50% off your first box and 20% off next month. That's code Overwatch50 at factormeals.com/Overwatch50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month. I got a box delivered. It's great. They sent me like 12 cold brew lattes, so I can use these when I stream. It's caffeine. It tastes like coffee, but it's also got 16 grams of protein in it. It's amazing. So, I go to the gym quite a bit, not to brag.
Wait,
but
the
I love the protein. I need the protein. So
the coffee latte has 16 grams of protein?
Yeah, they added protein. So
Yeah,
it's like a
there's chunks of meat in
protein
there.
coffee latte. It's everything I love. It's protein, coffee, and it tastes like a smoothie. It's really delicious. So it's great. I love it.
I will say,
crazy.
when you're streaming, it does go kind of crazy. I did have a Factor box, and it's like, I am lazy as hell, especially lunchtime. Boom, straight in the oven. Straight in the microwave, sorry. Straight out again. It's good.
I got to bring up a couple of things. First of all, Avast got a little bit. A smile came upon his face when I said chunks of meat. Very curious. Second of all, is there a filter? Is there a filter for Factor meals for Jaws that's like no vegetables? That way he can have some as well.
Bro, okay, I forgot
True.
one
Good
time.
question.
One time. Look at my patented chicken rice broccoli, bro. That has a hell of a broccoli in
Patented?
it.
You own the patent for that? You're
Yeah,
like Warner Bros. Patenting like the
I-
Nemesis system?
I will be.
Like, what do you
I
do
will.
patent
I'll be
it?
like Nintendo
We won't be able to use
World. I'll
broccoli
patent
anymore?
it now, and then I'll be suing later.
Broccoli is out of our control now because I still can't get over what I was really smiling about was the 16 grams of protein in the iced latte.
That is quite a lot. That's good.
That would literally
hard.
has to cause 50% of humanity, if they were to drink that with no prior gut training, to shit themselves instantaneously.
It's great.
If they were to have 16 grams of protein and an iced latte at the same time, that would cause 50%
Can you
of
just say
humanity
that
to
it's
shit.
great that they
need
put
that.
protein
I
in the
need that.
coffee?
No, I mean it is great. I'm just saying, is it milk? Is it regular milk in that latte too, or is it like an
I can go
alternative?
get it
milk?
right now. I'm
just saying,
Go
if
drink,
you
go
have
drink on
full
stream.
dairy milk, 16 grams of protein, and coffee, all in one concoction, that
This
is
18. Is that 16 or 18?
18. Well, it's probably got a little bit in there.
Almond milk as well.
Okay, it's almond milk. So if you got almond milk, it would only reduce the shitting amount. But if you gave this to like 50% of people, like they would shit their brains out instantaneously of like
honestly sounds
protein
like a
powder,
good time.
coffee, and dairy milk. That is literally the shit. That's like the chug jug for shit. That's crazy.
You know what's
That's
really funny?
insanity.
I
Just
just
need more fiber.
realized
Just gotta put some Metamucil on that.
That makes my life like less question. Like I have coffee and protein in the morning every morning. I'm like, holy shit, what the?
Wait, you
what
put the
hell was
protein in the
happening?
coffee?
No, I didn't put the protein in the coffee.
See,
I
that
will
was what I was
this
saying. I've
looks-
never heard of someone putting in the coffee.
sea salt. Oh my, wait, this sounds kind of sick actually. I've never had a sea salt one before.
Hello, we're looking at it right now, Johnny. We're looking at it right now.
Bring up a
It
real
says
example.
almond milk. It says almond milk. It doesn't
Yeah.
say dairy milk.
All right.
So
18 grams. Sorry. I was wrong.
even
Which is
still,
quite insane.
Dietary
Actually.
fiber?
That's sick.
We love dietary fiber. That's great.
we do.
So
We
I take
do.
these, It's great. Caffeine with it. How much is it? 110 milligrams caffeine. I got this right here. Indian style butter chicken. There you go. Just microwave that for 2 minutes.
What other style of butter chicken is there? Question.
There's
I think
one
it's
where you
just
just like
regular
baste
butter.
it in butter. You just baste it in some butter, you know? That could be butter chicken.
The Indian style would be like with like herbs and spices and stuff.
Well, then you have white person style. White person style is just you put the
It's
butter
just
on
butter.
it. You
It's
just baste
butter.
it with
That
some
is
butter,
not
you
the
know?
white person style. This is
It's
this is way
absolutely
better.
delicious, this stuff. Personally, I like. There's a pork chop. There's a pork chop that's really good. They do like a creamy chicken with some roasted cauliflower. That's delicious as well. So genuinely, I really like this stuff. So thank you, Factory Meals, for
Johnny,
supporting the podcast.
You mentioned something interesting as well. You said you could get a meal. You could heat your meal up in the support queue, and then hit the queue and hit a support line. I was thinking, it's like, that is true. And actually, if you're a Mercy player, you could even eat it. Take your hands off your keyboard and mouse and eat your meal in the middle of your game too. You don't even. You can
Wow,
actually
he's
do
bringing out the Mercy hate too. This guy's he's desperate for views. He's desperate for views. We've hated mac and cheese, so we've targeted the southern parts of the U.S. and we've targeted Mercy mains.
I like mac and
Mercy
cheese.
mains. Okay, no, but Johnny did, so he already started the first hate train. Okay, and
Wait,
so
I
then now
did?
we're starting to. Yes.
Yeah,
If
you
you
said
say you hate mac
said
and cheese, you hate the
that's
South,
crazy.
man. You hate the South.
Mac
if
and
you say you
cheese
hate
is
mac
one of
and
the
cheese.
best things ever invented, Johnny.
I thought you
Best
said
things
because I
ever
hate
invented.
mac and cheese, I hate Mercy mains, which didn't make sense to me.
No.
Okay.
The
You know.
logical thing
Well-
is that we were hating multiple different things in order to garner views, which is,
Okay.
you know what? That's respectable.
Possible to
All
hate
right.
more than one thing, guys.
Next up, KSI's music video. Bring it up. Let's hate that one. Bring it up. Let's post it up. Here we go.
Plat Chat
No,
React.
Use code
Reaction.
Overwatch50. Use code Overwatch50 at factorymeals.com/Overwatch50. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Factory Meals, for supporting the podcast. All right, we're not going to watch KSI's music video.
Damn.
Sorry to break it to you. We actually gotta get going. So me and Avaz can eat here. In the Pacific. You
I've
know, it's getting
mastered my
quite late.
body. I've mastered my body. I don't need to eat for a very long
He
period
has
of time.
fasted for 12 hours. Bro.
I'm
This
like
guy's
that
Okay,
Trek
well,
billionaire. I'm looking
Trying
forward
to
to
take
200
care of
years.
you. Okay.
All of
Yeah,
us
you
needs
are.
is AG1. That's all you need.
What steps have you taken to live 200 years so far? What steps have you taken?
I'm able to fast for 16 hours a day, much like.
Is that
what's his
helping
name
you?
Again? Well, I haven't. Since I'm unemployed, I don't have the ability to go check my biomarkers. But I'm gonna assume so because I think the significant amount of like hunger pains and growling shows it's like a Pokemon transformation. So I think I'm getting stronger every day. Some
Okay.
days I like get a little fuzzy on my eyes. I pass out for a brief period. I think that's me doing micro power spikes a little bit. And then so that's pretty good. That's the first step. The second
Yeah.
step is I'm eating a lot of lentils, a lot of heavy vegetable diets.
Yeah, he does
mostly
that.
due to
Yeah.
the cheapness of the meals, but also because
This
take care of
guy is
my health.
living the true unemployed lifestyle in California.
And then, much like him too, I'm also not doing any actual work. So, I think all three of those
Because he's
things
rich. Yeah.
combined.
Yeah.
Well, and also I don't know. I mean, I don't know what else. Even if he was, this is his job.
I was on the For You tab. The For You tab. We should make that a segment on the podcast. The For You tab on Twitter. To talk about. Earlier today, I think he posted a thread on that it's really important to have erections when you're sleeping in the middle of the night. So let us know how
That's good.
how it goes on that step. Yeah, they have trackers for that stuff.
Well,
Apparently, I wouldn't know.
That's on the
but
Patreon.
Allegedly,
If you want
there's
the answer to that
trackers for
question, that's on the
stuff,
Patreon.
Yeah,
That's on the Patreon.
Yeah,
if
that's
you want the
yeah.
answer.
So
you guys don't
let me
wake
know
up in
how
the
that
middle of the night to
goes.
check?
Yeah, I set the alarm.
Hang on.
I set the
Whoa,
alarm.
wait. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I think he only
don't know.
sleeps like.
Just-
Doesn't he only sleep like, or does he have like a regulated?
Surely he
sleep where
sleeps
like-
super long.
Surely.
if
Well, I
he's
think
trying
he
to live
sleeps
long.
like live,
Because
but I
he
couldn't
wants a
remember-
slow metabolism, right?
But
So
I couldn't remember
you have
if he
slow
does like
metabolism when you
a
sleep.
dual sleep or if he does a one long sleep.
Who are
know,
you
if he
guys
does, like, a
talking about?
segmented sleep.
That
is
dude,
this?
that dude is everywhere.
It's a tech billionaire that's like injecting his son's blood to make him younger.
That guy.
Is
Brian
crazy. Yeah, that
Johnson.
guy.
His name is
Yeah.
Brian Johnson.
Oh my god.
He's also
Most
technically, I guess he's
generic
not a
name of all
billionaire.
time.
He's a millionaire, supposedly. But
He has a lot of money, like a lot of money. So
yeah.
he can
They
do
say
whatever he wants in his
centimillionaire.
life.
I didn't know you could do that. You could put centimillionaire. You can say what millimillionaire? I'm gonna have like, what is it? The nano
Millionaire is just a
millionaire?
billionaire. That's
I'm
called
the
a
nano
billionaire.
millionaire. I'm the nano millionaire. Okay, that's me.
He has
I'm the
$0 in his
nanomillionaire.
bank account. The narrow,
Okay,
the
get
nano
ready.
millionaire.
I have to put scientific notation on my net worth.
But I thought when
Negative,
you got let
by
go
the
from
way.
NRG, you got paid out in stocks or something. I thought that was part of your severance.
for
Oh.
NRG stocks.
NRD stock.
Stocks.
NRG stocks.
Well, I mean, I guess they.
Paid
I
out
mean,
dividends.
they did take a couple lives off of me, so they took a couple of my stocks off in fighting game terms. That's for our fighting game community right there. That one's for you guys. That one's for you guys.
Yeah, there you go. 17-year-old son's blood plasma in pursuit of despite it not working. Well, you know, I mean, it's
well, no, they say
like,
that his biomarkers is that of like a 28-year-old man. He's like 50 something. And he says that he says that apparently his biomarkers say he's like 20 now. But like obviously. Well, I mean, he supposedly got it verified by science, but I don't know.
Isn't this just a Cyberpunk 2077 storyline? He's just gonna like body snatch his own son at the end of the story, no?
Yeah.
Well, I think he's more so just taking his blood in plasma. I don't think he's taking his body because I don't think we can do that yet. But he could. Maybe he has developed that technology, and I'm not.
Do you think he drinks? Do you think he drinks athletic greens?
It's very. Oh, well, I know. I mean, possibly.
Guys,
If you're not having
if you're not having robust boners at night,
Wait, I thought he would say.
if you're
I thought
grinding
he
at
would
the
say
expense of your
something
health,
else.
you're flaccid. If you're grinding at the expense of your health, you're flaccid.
Wait, I thought he would at least say
Holy.
robust like erections, but he literally says robust boner. I thought he was gonna be like something more medically oriented, but it's like if you don't have a raging stiff dick at night, you are 70% more likely to die. Like your dick needs to be rock hard, man, rock hard. That's crazy. Wait, women the same as for you too? Women the same as for you too? I guess women can't have penises, but also like it's surely not as like a general matter of fact. Like, but okay, like okay.
I can tell you this guy, he cannot sleep. He cannot sleep facing down. I'm telling you that.
That's fucking crazy. I didn't think he was gonna say robust boners. That's fucking insanity.
Oh my god. Oh. Let me know how it goes, Avast. Let me know how it goes.
Dude, I'm gonna let you know how
keep us
thick
posted.
and solid and girthy I can get, guys. Keep you updated.
Oh my god. Oh well. All right. Let's talk about Overwatch, I suppose. This past weekend, there's no transition here. That could
Robust.
there's
Let's talk
no
about some
possibility I
robust
could
We have some robust
possibly say.
Overwatch. Yeah, robust
some
Overwatch.
robust
Let's talk about some kids playing Overwatch. In the Overwatch.
That's not the transition.
Someone play the Doctor Disrespect music. The best.
What are you? What
The
the
best.
fuck? Fucking 20, 21-year-olds. Yeah, I'm fucking 29.
Carry on.
Jesus Christ. One of the
Ignore it.
best matches of all time apparently took place.
Robust.
Avril, you were like pog champing out just pog champing all over the place, just like, oh, this is one of the best matches. We have to talk about this. Obviously, we were going to talk about it because it was the Asia Finals, but it was a 7-map banger. Falcons finally did it. Pomper won his trophy. So yeah, take us away, please. Go.
First of all, I wanted to. You see that shot right there? We don't have to rewind for it, but if you saw the opening shot of
my
the
God.
camera sweeping across the stage in Busan, which by the way we've been here before in contenders, I know, but the trophy was strategically placed next to proper the entire time. I want you guys to notice that.
Holy
It was
glaze.
predetermined.
Holy glaze.
It was predetermined. Look at this. See the trophy? Look at the bottom.
Holy.
You'll see it. No, okay, you missed it. Doesn't matter. Point is, it's there. Strategically placed next to proper the entire way through.
I don't
You
get
have,
it.
you have to go all the way to the start. Yeah, it's
What?
I'm milking this.
What
There
are
it
you
is.
talking about?
What is blood saying?
Okay,
Well, see,
here's a
that monitor.
trophy.
So that
There it
setup
is.
was
That's it.
Oh,
There it
that's
is.
proper.
That's what
So
I'm
he
saying.
was like-
you
he
are
was
what
in
is
arms
you
race.
are
It was-
schizo posting glazing. You're doing some
It was-
schizo glaze
it is-
currently.
it is. I didn't put the trophy there. What are you talking about? Did I place the trophy?
No, it's the fact that you're drawing the connection. What's next? That I'm controlling the weather. It's my turn on the weather machine.
It's just. I'm just saying it. This is. It was prophecy. This is like. I know. It's just part of the. It was part of. Fate decided, and not Fate, the tank player from Shanghai. I'm talking about the fact that this was just meant to be, guys. This is Proper's turn. It was his time. People forget that he actually already won Korea twice anyway. But now, you can't say he didn't win something. He won something, and holy hell, he carried the hell out of that game too. Are there any other players on Falcons? I don't even know. No, there are, and we'll talk about.
Also, that's I'm already contesting that. I'm already contesting that point.
Wait,
I don't
what are
think
you
he's
contesting?
This guy.
No,
is
he's really
unbelievable.
good. But to say that Proper was the sole reason Falcons run, that's glaze. We're getting
No,
generational
I did not
glaze.
say- I'm not
You
claiming
said he
that.
carried the hell of the
I'm not-
game, man. Generational
claiming
Wait,
glaze.
it was kind of a carrying. What are you on about?
Yes, he did.
I
actually.
think
You know
the
what? I'll
Falcons.
claim it.
I think
I'll
the
claim it.
Falcons back line was fucking crazy. But sure. Well, let's.
No, the Falcons
No,
back
it's-
line was still not as good as Chiu and.
Just say
not-
they were all
no,
great.
Toronto
So you get
Chiu,
away with
actually.
things.
I actually think the Falcons back line is
No,
one of the
actually,
weaker parts of
I
this game.
disagree.
All right. Let's order. Let's talk about things in an orderly fashion. So, do we want to start
Map
first?
by map. No.
let's talk about the grand finals, and then we can talk about the ZETA division map themselves, because it was 13 maps in a row. Was it 13? No, 12.
5 and
maps in a
7.
row. Yeah,
5 and 7.
Yeah, addition. I'm working on it. Okay, but yeah, Falcons, after beating ZETA division 3-2, they go into the finals, load into lead rank tower, and they face the Crazy Raccoon wrecking ball composition, and right off the bat, Team Falcons just go to town. I mean, just a giga banger of a match. 7 maps, just back and forth, lots of different compositions, which I think, you know, if you're going to compare this to like the 2022 grand finals, it was just like mirrored comps the entire way through. There was a variety in this matchup. We saw Winston comps, we saw Risa comps, a lot of back and forth. But yeah, do you want to start with Lee Jiang, Avril? Do you want to start with Lee Jiang?
What's really funny about this series is we did get Ball and Lee Jiang, right? I'm starting to forget which map had
on Night Market. Yeah, they played on Night Market.
I know Ilios, we definitely had some Ball. The Ball is strangely not as hard carrying as it typically is. I don't think Jumbin played that much Ball overall. Like there were certain maps you think maybe he should play the Ball here, and it was actually just
he
the risk
played
the
like
whole
first, and he played first and last map. I believe we saw a lot of Ball from him. If I remember properly for the last map, but other than that, yeah, he was mostly just.
I remember correctly. The first map was actually a lot of what I thought was pretty sure proper played Echo into the Farah here. Is that, I can't see the
he did. Yeah.
Yes, he did play Echo, and he was marking.
I actually think that was a pretty strong move from Falcons in general in terms of their read. And they brought the Diva out as well, and it's like they just knew Heefang was going to be on this far to start things out with, and so that was probably not a great pick from Crazy Raccoon. I also just think they're starting to run into the limits of what Ball can deliver in these matchups as well. I think there's the situation with Falcons. I've played enough against Ball now. They know what Crazy Raccoon are going to bring to the table. That I just don't think this Ball is that much of this insane pick that will get you through these maps anymore. So there is that factor. On top of the fact that, again, I just think it's a good read to play the Diva here into what Crazy Raccoon is playing.
Yeah, I think the Diva was really good, honestly. I mean, you even saw the Diva work again. I mean, it's worked in the past, even in the lower finals, like when Bernard was playing it a bit. So, like, it's still really good into this Ball comp if you play it, like, perfectly. And especially in terms of the fact that, like, I think that what Falcons did really well is that their backline just adamantium, so they didn't really get collapsed upon too often, so it lets you just like fight really effectively because the ball can do a lot of damage. He can be poke, can be annoying as fuck, but he's not really gonna like typically be bursting down people or like taking like a ton of space. It's mostly just like the annoyance factor, which I think that's like what Falcons did really well here with this Diva comp, was like marking the fuck out of the DPS in the back line.
It's like it's so hard to execute that Ball against that comp as well. Like you're marking the brig and shit like that? Like no, like I don't think Ball right now is that good, especially since the utility from every other tank is just infinitely better. I think you can get away with it, but I like what Avril said, like there's an upper limit to this character at this moment in time, at the very least. Because also Juno as well, like dude, you cannot lock down Juno's Ball like at all.
I think they could have maybe made it work if they didn't just like hard commit to this Pharah comp. Like the Pharah is good, don't get me wrong. I like the Pharah, but like when they're like everyone was talking about, they had a Diva, they had like proper marking the Pharah a lot, like dueling the Pharah. Like I feel like they should have just been either fully committing to like a dive here, like getting like even like a Genji out or something, or like making a complete swap for the comp, you know? Because we're gonna go to the Ball the whole point of this.
So Genji will get blown up by Echo, sure, maybe.
Also,
well, I mean, if you're just going to dive backline, then not necessarily.
Crazy Raccoon are one of the only teams that are still very adamantly running Lucio Ana, I noticed as well. Every other team is hard running. Like, okay, if you want to run a Winston map, we're going to play Winston Gibraltar, it's at least going to be Brigana. But otherwise, you're playing Juno the entire way through. It's going to be Brig Juno the entire way through, with the odd maybe Ana Juno, pretty rare now, but Brig Juno the entire way through. Crazy Raccoon really like their Lucio Ana, so you saw them run it there. So it's one of these things where I still believe for Crazy Raccoon, they want Shu on the Ana as much as possible. Even on other maps, they prefer the diving maps, they prefer the Winston maps too. You get to play Shu's Ana, you get to play the true adamantium backline. I think that's the strength of Crazy Raccoon.
To be fair, did they play Lucio outside of this first map though? I feel like they were on
Ilios too.
I guess Ilios a bit, but I feel like they were mostly playing like not. But that's fair, sure, yeah.
I do think they do want to put Shu on Ana as much as possible. He does like to just play that Ana, and that's part of the strength because he is definitely the best Ana. But I mean, there's been this narrative that like with Shu and Crazy Raccoon, they just haven't been able to adjust to this Juno meta as well as the other teams. And Chio and Fielder playing the Juno meta properly and playing what you'd expect in these backline comps versus Crazy Raccoon still trying to force as much Ana as possible. They have made it work. I mean, we've seen Crazy Raccoon play the best of this. I always go back to that Kings Row full hold they did in the match versus Falcons in the upper bracket final, I believe it was. Just insane stuff by Chorong and Shu. But there's something off meta about it. That's what I'm trying to say. There's something that's real off meta
about the Lucio. It's definitely more all in. Like, and I feel like there's an insane like playing the Lucio. Like you could do so much both defensively and offensively. You know, like with the speed you can get in, deal a lot of damage. Like the Juno, you are kind of like static because like if you have the wrong position with your Juno, like you do get caught. Whereas the Lucio can play way speedier and like go in, you know, get some damage, dive, also like peel, you know, better than a Juno arguably, if needed be, and you know if Shu does need that help. So I feel like it's more a mobile character, and so just, but it, you know, Juno is just consistently like way better value because of the skill set, the ultimate.
I mean, she just has insane stats, and her ultimate is like we've seen it all throughout NA and EMEA as well. It's just like, well, both Junos press Q at the same time, or like. The Q is pressed, but the Juno who clicks Q first, and they instantly blow someone up. I don't like Lucio in this meta at all, to be honest. There was a team in NA as well that was running like Lucio and Juno, which I really dislike.
I don't mind the Ana. I think the Shu Ana here is honestly fine, especially when they picked like stuff when they went to Gibraltar. It's just the Lucio. It's just the Lucio.
Yeah,
for
the
sure
Lucio for me
not
is
ideal.
so mad.
It was like very open maps. Then I kind of think, you know, if you're Crazy Raccoon, you can get away with Lucio, but you know, just play Juno otherwise. Yeah,
just play Juno. Yeah.
Like
also,
here,
her ult fucking
Lucio
lingers
here.
after she dies, which is so like there was like I think there was fights on like Runasapi that literally like Crazy Raccoon only won because I think weren't they the one that was it them or Falcons that had like the crazy turnaround on Runasapi? I think it was it was Falcons. Sorry, Falcons had like an insane turnaround on Runasapi literally because of the fact that like they popped the Juno ult, and even though fucking why am I thinking Fielder? Even though Fielder fucking died, they still got so much value out of this late fight that they were able to like then move forward to get cap time. Like lingering ults, it was like how Orisa used to have Bongo. Lingering ults are so strong. The ability to like still have impact with your ult even after you're dead, and so it's not like an immediate just like in the cast is like so powerful.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it definitely helps when they've repurposed Orisa's Bongo from Overwatch 1 to just like give infinite damage amplification
and healing
and heal,
well,
and
like,
you just donk walk on the enemy team with the strongest ultimate in the game. it's pretty crazy. So yeah, control center playing Orisa comps, a bit of a sum. I think we can save the Orisa comps for later because it certainly comes up. But the second map in the series was Gibraltar, where they played Winston. So you know we go from saying Crazy Raccoon play Wrecking Ball to playing Winston on Gibraltar, and then you know we saw more Orisa-oriented maps later on in the series. But so yeah, Gibraltar. Smurf comes in, plays some Winston. They hold the Crazy Raccoon, I believe, on the third point. Proper this time. He didn't dominate as hard in the Windmaker duel as last time. Lip was definitely on the ball. Am I remembering that correctly? I feel like I watched this match 2 days ago, and I feel
Dude,
like
I'm gonna tell you. I mean, Avril should go first, but I'm just gonna say during this map I lost. During this map I did lose. I did in fact lose during this map because of the Winston gameplay that was occurring at times. But go ahead, Avril.
There's a couple of things about this map in terms of the context. The last time they played this map, which is the upper bracket final, it was a full hold from Falcons, and part of that full hold was due to the fact that Proper just played the most ungodly Widowmaker you've ever seen. This time around, that lightning doesn't strike twice, and you know I don't think that's too out of the ordinary. Like, Widowmaker's a pretty hot and cold role in general, and in theory, there's no way Proper should be out sniping Lip anyway. Lip must have had a really off day in that upper bracket final, but here, this is the more expected result of what you would think when it comes to this map. Even in the upper bracket final, you see the Gibraltar map being picked up. You're like,
no,
okay,
and then look, he saves it till right after the purple ends. Oh, and they both live. God, sorry.
Yeah, this is the type of map that that Crazy Raccoon should actually dominate. They have the much cleaner dive. They have the much better dive team. They have Shuzana. They don't have to swap in a tank in and out, so that retains any sort of like team play they already have in terms of how warm the players are and like the style of gameplay they have. Jumbo could just stay in. Got an amazing Winston, clearly. The teamwork between him and Lip, and we've all seen a clip of Smurf getting juggled by Jumbin into Lip, just getting sniped down and stuff like that. So unless somebody like Proper is having like a generational game with the Widowmaker, Crazy Raccoon on paper should be the vastly better team in this matchup on this type of map, and I think that showed. So, and also I think this is one of the matchups where when you have Heesang on Tracer, obviously he's going to be playing really well. His Genji wasn't up to scratch versus Proper, but his Tracer definitely was still up to scratch, and If there were more dive maps, if there were more Winston-based maps for Crazy Raccoon, I think they'd probably win the series.
Yeah. Junbin's Winston was really good. There was an earlier clip here as well where Junbin actually got the proper and actually killed proper. That didn't happen in the upper bracket match. Like, Junbin just could not get on top of proper on the Widowmaker, whereas this time around it did.
Smurf was constantly sitting on lip as well in the previous match.
Yeah.
So.
Junbin popped the hell off, but Falcons...
This map was so good. This map was so fucking good. This is such a good map. This is like, I legitimately call me Krispy Kreme the way I be glazing this map. Like,
okay,
this single one. This single one right now, not Watchpoint Gibraltar in general, but this map.
Was this your favorite map in the whole series?
Honestly, to a degree, yes, but I think there were other really, really good maps for contention, but I really loved it so much because I think there were moments, like, not even outside, like, obviously the fucking jump and juggle, but, like, even earlier where you see, like, Chio Fielder getting dove. Oh, we've been antied by fucking Chu. Oh, what's that? Perfect flail. Perfect bash. We run away. Save nade till right after purple ends. We live. Nano. Dominate. Like, it's actually just, like, there were so many moments where I was like, holy fuck, I'm cooming. I'm literally cooming. Like, there was it was most so, of the and maps. Also proper fucking, or not proper, I think it was it, am I thinking of proper? We came back on the Genji here for the last second contest, and like literally him and Fielder, he went for the last second test on their offense.
On A?
Yeah, on A. Yeah, I think it was. I think it was like A. On their second attack potentially, or their first attack. But like, no, it was their first attack. Yeah, he comes back on Genji, and he fucking goes to a mini pack room, kills someone, stalls point, lives to, and then they fucking make it back to the point. Like, there's just like incredible amount of like micro plays that I think, to a degree, you lose a bit in the Orisa mirror. Like, you still see really crazy moments, especially from like hit scan players in particular, I think. But there was just like, this is why this style of gameplay is just like the best to a degree, simply because you can just get your individual decisions have such a huge impact in the game to a degree in terms of how you catch. Yeah, this is the moment. Everyone's dying. The aliens aren't coming to Earth. Like, blah, blah. Proper comes back, immediately deletes lip, touches point. He's going to stay on this point and live. And then what happens is he's going to get antied, and Fielder Suzu's him to save his life when it was looking so Jover. Here it is. It's Jover. It's never not Jover. Never kill yourself. Never kill yourself. There's the Kira goal. Oh my God. It's so good. It's like actually such a good fight. Like such a ridiculously good fight. That why, like, yeah, there was the gameplay. There were some great moments, but this is by far my favorite map in the series, I think. Now that I watch it again, holy fuck.
If you see it from Prob's POV, the speed at which he kills Lip in that clip is unreal as well. It's like perfect dash distance into like a 4-3 shuriken to the head kind of deal.
I think he did it literally later on as well. Like he
did the Heesang later on as well. Yeah. It was like the perfect triple shuriken. Anyway.
Yeah, but I don't think it was ever as like a clutch of a moment. Like that moment was like fucking clutch.
That was one of the clutchiest moments, and there were many of this entire series. So that's I was going to say to kind of like, I think most of these maps were like insanely good. I actually didn't feel that strongly about Lee Jung Tao, but a lot of the other maps were like very, very clutch, super hype. A lot of mechanics being played.
For sure.
And despite all this, Falcons still end up losing the map because
they still lost the map.
Dude, but that was an insane play.
Fucking crazy with the anti-nades this map as well. The entire series, she was just fucking bonkers on the Ana as well. So that helps when you have a fantastic Winston popping off. You have an Ana popping off. So yeah, that really helped them with Gibraltar. But Crazy Raccoon win. Anything to add here?
We should perma have Watchpoint Gibraltar in the map pool.
Dude, it fucking owns.
It does. Watchpoint Gibraltar, some people hate playing it, but like it actually forces you to play dive and like super high skill Overwatch, and it feels good. And then we have to go back to the
play. It's good.
Glue Factory is fucking with Orisa just like being bullshit. Basically, it's so nice. In a competitive match, it's like super sick. In like a non-competitive match, it's like okay, bro.
Sag. Yeah. I have to watch the Runasapi next and see the Orisas fucking shoot each other. Sag.
Yeah, Winston mirror is definitely good. Orisa mirror is less good. I just sort of ignore the tanks in the Orisa mirror. I don't really.
No one gives a shit
part
of the tanks, bro.
Of the mirror.
Yeah,
it's still good. I still like it, by the way. Like we discussed in the past, it was like, well, we're gonna see a lot of Orisa. I don't mind it. This was like such a good map.
I think based on pure matchup, this actually might be the best map based on pure matchup because you don't have to watch two Orisas running each other. So, yeah, I think based on that, we'll give it here. But in terms of closeness and competitiveness of map, I think the other ones were probably a bit closer. This one was. I really
liked even like when I feel like in general there was obviously so much Orisa, but I still think we saw a decent amount of variety.
Oh my God.
Like it was a decent amount of variety here. Like regardless of like we saw a lot of Orisa still, but like even like New Junk City, we got to see like Junker Queen and things getting played. So Like
I
I thought
Stalker was about the Sojourn. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, you know, I still think there was like decent amount of variety. I don't hate it right now, but definitely this is one of the moments where it's like, okay, after, because are we getting a meta shift or like a big?
We're
patch
getting to
before-
Runasapi. It's the third map.
Yeah, I should get to Runasapi. Yeah,
We're getting a patch between now and Stockholm, right?
I think
yeah,
that's
the
Are we getting a
season
whole
ends
new
on-
season?
The
Right?
season ends in a
Whole
The
new
whole
week.
new season.
that's what I'm saying. We're getting a whole
Yeah.
new season, so like it just depends on like what it comes. But I'm gonna be happy to potentially not
Dude,
see Orisa.
I'm so
maybe,
fucking
that's
tired of Brig Juno. It's
Yeah,
actually.
I'll tell you.
I'll tell
I
you
don't
what.
mind
though.
it once in a while,
Ain't
but
nothing,
it is
man.
a go-to comp, and it's
Well,
like,
at the start of the season, I felt like we got some more variety with like, oh, Juno and Anna, Juno and Brig.
Yeah.
Juno
I think
and
everyone's just
Kiriko
figuring
even.
it out still. You know?
Everyone's
That's the
figuring
thing.
it out,
At the
and then
start
it
of
was
season,
like,
And Diva.
it's more fun because
Yeah, right.
well, okay, the diva
The
thing
Diva was
a
a
bit of
bug
meme, but-
thing. That was like
No,
that
no,
was
but
the
also I
bug
mean like because
meta.
but still because she was so strong, like you're incentivized
Yeah.
to play like those more split comps, right? Versus
Right,
So-
like
right,
slightly
right.
more death bow.
This map, I will describe as Lip having an insanely strong mechanical series. This is like the opposite of Gibraltar, where like Prop was just mechanically keeping Falcons in the game. Lip was mechanically keeping Crazy Raccoon in the game. But the gap between Proper and Heesang on the Genji was so huge that
was
it wasn't
insane.
possible. And Stalker was still keeping up with Lip regardless as well. Stalker, I think,
Right.
on this map and many others, was still getting... for some reason, every Deadeye got him kills. It was uncanny. It's unbelievable how often he was getting kills with Deadeye. But there'll be plenty of clips in this where Lip just like gets a 2 or 3k, just mechanically domes somebody. But then you just see Proper just like in the kill feed, Proper kill Heesang like just somewhere off the map. You're like, okay, what happened there? So this is it. This is why we're talking about Lip's going to kill a bunch of people and see what happens.
Which is insane in Orisa comps too, where like the Orisa is always saving spear or has something for the Deadeye. Like that is the unbelievable value. You get like one Deadeye kill per map, and it's like good in these kind of comps, you know. Like
dude, on this map in particular, he was even bullying. He was hitting so many headshots in a row, and I think he did on Li Zhang to a degree too, where like he was literally bullying at times. Like he was actually just fucking bullying the tank off the matchup from Falcons, like all the time. He was bullying them off.
If you didn't watch this map and you listened to it only as an audio listener, you would just hear dink, dink, dink,
Yeah.
dink like nonstop.
Yeah,
Lip was not missing these headshots. It was insane.
yeah.
So-
And crucially, like you said as well, like the difference between Proper and Heesang, which was really glaring in the Orisa matchups especially. Like I think Heesang, didn't he have 2 blades on this map? He just like lost. Like he popped like 2 weird blades on this map, I think, and just died. Like got 0 value immediately. And meanwhile, I think that like the way Proper plays with his Orisa, this Genji, it's just like he understands his
perfectly,
limitations
yeah.
so well. It's actually insane how well he
He's a smart
brawls
player.
with his Orisa. He never like really overextends. And meanwhile, you look at Heesang sometimes, not necessarily this map, but in general, I feel like when I've seen them play Orisa Genji, like Heesang sometimes overextends, gets himself killed, loses a blade.
Yep.
Proper, I feel like never does that. I feel like Proper always plays the limit perfectly in this comp, and
But you know what
they
the
just
gap
get so
is?
much better value.
I don't necessarily think the gap is like a purely mechanical one. I actually just think Proper's the far more like intelligent player. That's like he doesn't make these type of mistakes that Heesang does. Heesang
And
does
intellectual.
makes weird plays. He just like makes weird decisions, and he doesn't play to the optimal limits. And that's part of the gap. That's where Proper gaps him as well, not just on mechanics. So, but the thing is, I also think the Orisa matchup is kind of a nerf to Crazy Raccoon because it doesn't let Jimbin play his best heroes. And you could argue in some ways Orisa nerfs all the tanks, it kind of brings them down a bit. So the tank matchup is like less, mechanically intensive. And like, we are talking about hitting javelins, which is you got to hit those. But beyond that, this is more of a decision-making tank matchup. I think less of a pure mechanics tank matchup, and so that nerfs Jimbin a fair amount. And I think it takes Shu off the Ana as well, which also nerfs Shu quite a decent amount in the Juno versus Juno matchup. You're not seeing Shu doing anything crazy on the Juno compared to what Chio is, but once you get to the Brigana stuff, you're like, okay, this Chorong Shu backline's far better than Feel the Chio and the Brigana, but Juno Brig pretty similar. You're not seeing a gap there.
Yeah. Falcons, I think they're the best team in the world on this map. Like every time we see them on this map, they're just dominant.
Yeah.
And the next map was Suravasa, more of the same, but this time Lip just took over on Suravasa. Like it was just insanity. They actually won that. They won that map, right? They won Suravasa.
Yeah, and
That was the map
you know
he
what?
just destroyed.
Heesang tried his hardest to lose this map as well for Crazy Raccoon, and Lip's still just like, no, we're gonna win this one. We are gonna win this one. If you want to see the perfect Lip map, this is it. This is the perfect Lip map where he hits like, I'm just like, I don't know the stat line for it, but if I was to guess, it feels like 75% plus headshot accuracy. You know, he was like every 3 out of 4 hits was a headshot. It felt like to me anyway, without actually knowing what it was. But yeah, he's saying was he did not have hands on this map. He played bad on Runasabi. He played pretty bad on this map too. I don't want to say he was worse on this map. I can't remember, but both maps are pretty bad for he's saying. Lip was insane on both maps. He was especially good on this one though.
Yeah. I think this was after the map. Wolf was like, "Oh, Lip looks angry." Like he just
yeah, when they lost and they walked off for halftime, essentially. Yeah, or when they won, I should say.
He won. I remember.
Yeah, he won, and he was like, "Holy shit, I can't do more." Yeah. It was. Lip did have like a generational, like, hit scan performance in particular. Like his cast performance was fucking, like I mean, it was, and you know we have to share the glaze here because Avril's gonna be glazing proper. So I have to counter glaze like the opposite direction here.
I glazed Lip.
You did glaze Lip, but you're going more of a secondary.
I'm glazing all
glaze.
over the place.
The secondary glaze, you know.
You're glazing maps. I'm glazing players.
Whoa! You didn't listen to my fielder / like, which by the way, criminally underrated. I think Fielder and Shio personally were just the better backline. This series too. I know it's gonna sound like heresy. I think they were the better backline this series. I legitimately think they were. I think Chorong and Shu are never gonna have. Well, everyone will have a bad game. They had a really, really good game still. I just think Fielder and Shio are symbiotic. I think they are fucking Tom Hardy and Venom. I think they are
oh my God.
They are living the same life. They are combined together into one super organism. I think they are probably. I mean, I don't know if we had come to this conclusion yet, but like at this point in Overwatch, like they are definitely currently the best support duo in terms of like as a duo. Not individuals. I think they are. I think they are. Not as individuals.
I want to point out
I think they're all the way. I just can't glaze Chio.
I think they're just the better duo. I think they just know each other. They're perfectly in sync. They're so well coordinated. Fielder is also so insanely clutch with like so many different moments. Like he's so fucking clutch. Fielder's so fucking clutch so often. So there's my glaze. There you go. New glaze.
That's actually how I feel about Shu. When Shu's on the Ana, that's exactly how I feel.
Sure. And like the thing, I think when he's on the Ana, he's a better player. But like, overall, I just think they're better duo.
I'm gonna point out though, in the Venom analogy, I do want to point out Venom is the parasite.
That's fair. I guess it's not a symbiote. Well, he is a symbiote. But he's called this. But he's called this symbiote. Wait. Marvel. Whoa. That's not scientifically correct. You can't call him a symbiote if it's a parasitic relationship. Wait a minute. That would be a symbiotic relationship. Wait, does symbiotic mean the same thing as mutualistic? Wait,
what is he saying? Like, sorry, my guy's bringing up the
we're getting into Marvel.
Wait, symbiotic is a long-term. Okay, never mind. Symbiotic is the right term. You know what, Marvel? You get a pass this time. Typically, you're very scientifically accurate. So you get a pass this time. So that's fair enough.
I'll say this. I don't think Field and Chio are the better duo, but certainly in the mirror of Juno Brig, they are not worse.
Dude, Fielder is cracked on the Brig in this comp. Fielder is amazing. Like
wasn't he the 200 ping king on Paris on the Brig as well?
Yes,
he played Brig.
He was. Yeah.
Well, he played BAP as well, but yeah.
200 ping
played
king.
a lot of BAP at that time, but he was very good.
That was also one of the best matches of all time. Yeah.
There you go. They're good as shit. They were good as shit.
Dude, Chorong Shu is I can't. All right. Well, we're all getting
real quick. This guy Fielder
individually they're probably better.
This guy Fielder, all he does is work with top tier Genjis. He goes from Sparkle to Proper, and it's just like, there it is.
Yeah.
I only work with the best Genjis.
You're calling him a roster merchant? He's a roster merchant, huh? Is this what we're saying to Fielder?
Bro
only hangs with the chillest dudes.
So sad.
He is good at selecting the correct Tom Hardys. Okay.
He only hangs with the chillest guys, huh? That's the thing. That's his
best British actors that are secretly doing American accents, not secretly actually.
That's true.
Yes,
that's true. But this is I think overall, like when you see this gameplay here, like to me when I watch it, Proper had an amazing series. Like we talked about this Genji, he knew his limitations perfectly. I think him and Hanbin also had far better synergy with like how they use the Orisa ult to set up the Genji. Like often, like that was something that I think that like Jumbin and Heesang like kind of lacked at times. They lacked proper setup. They got a lot better at it. I think they kind of got dog walked initially, and they're like, "Holy shit, we should probably be doing this." Like we should probably be doing this as we moved on. But I do really think that like overall, when I watch this series and I see like how Team Falcons were winning a lot of these fights, I just truly do believe that like the back line was making so much more space for them on like when they were playing Brigitte Juno in certain ways. And like they were comboing their ults way better. They were aggressing way better. They weren't getting caught as often. Like, though obviously I think Shu and Chorong still had a really, really good series. It's just, to me, that's where I feel like the difference really, that was like the synergy between the backline duo and the synergy between Proper and Hanbin.
Yeah, I feel like Avril put it well. I mean, you take Crazy Raccoon and you lose some of their like individual hero matchups like Shu and Ana, for example. Like this meta is really good for Falcons. I mean, just even historically, you look at like when Chio and Fielder popped off in like previous metas and they were the best of the world. It was like zombie meta, for example. It was 2022 playoffs. Like they just excel at these kind of like teamwork kind of compositions. Hanbin there as well. So just right up their alley. This kind of composition.
Go to the very end of this map at the winning mode. Go to the exact winning moment when the OT goes right down. And then just watch the camera. Okay, just play this through, and then watch the right side of your screen, and just watch Lip.
Dude,
watch
Lip was just hitting every fucking shot, dude. Oh my god. He had so many fucking shots.
He's out of there.
I'm out.
He's out of there.
I'm leaving.
I cannot carry any harder. I cannot carry any harder.
Gets up
Maybe
with the
he
speed of
needed to
sound,
poop.
dude. Like,
It reminded me of that Evo moment when whoever it is that does like the Evo moment, and it's like, oh, he's actually angry, and then he just like blocks all the attacks and just ends up winning the round somehow. I just butchered that.
I have no idea.
You have no idea what I'm talking about.
Evo
Evo
moment.
37.
You know Evo moment.
guy doesn't know Daigo.
Yeah, it's
Daigo,
is it Daigo? Yeah.
Oh, I mean,
Daigo.
I've never
Daigo
fight.
with
I
the
know, no,
full
I know
parry.
Daigo the person. Like, I know who they are as a player, right? But like, I don't
person.
really.
See this guy?
Yeah, I know them personally, but I don't
know
know them
them.
as like. I don't know.
Wait, you don't know the
FGC
moment
history.
though. The Daigo full
This
parry.
guy- See
Wait,
earlier.
are you serious?
I don't do
Earlier,
FGC, man.
He's like,
I don't do
what
FGC,
do you mean?
man.
You just like 10 minutes ago. This one goes out to you, FGC community. This one right here,
yeah,
buddy.
he did
FGC.
say
buddy,
that.
right here, right
That's
here.
the thing. I lie all the time. That's my whole life. My whole life is lies. You have to get this. It's all bits. It's bits on top of bits. You remove the bits. It's more bits. It's all bits at Kevin. It's all bits. It's all bits. Every time. I don't know shit. I don't know anything. I don't know
It's the
anything.
most popular, arguably the most popular, it's the most important
It's the most
esports
famous,
highlight.
famous FGC moment of all time.
Yeah.
It
Correct.
literally can't be the most important esport highlight moment because Chris
Or one
Pratt
of these.
was on
You
the stage in
just-
South Korea. Okay, it can't be. It can't be. It just can't.
Wait, what?
It can't
Chris
be.
Pratt?
Chris Pratt was
You- oh,
for
you
Fortnite. For Fortnite.
You want to
yeah.
talk to me about esports culture and you don't know Chris Pratt on the stage in South Korea? Yeah,
I even know that one.
That's fucking crazy. That was when Fortnite was spending $200 million a second to promote their esport, okay? And you don't even know. You don't even know. He was literally when they hosted like the big event. We're getting off track. We're getting off track.
Nate Nanzer
Alright.
flew in private to South Korea for 2
Nate
seconds
Nanzer
and then flew him back to
literally
LA.
did that.
Oh, this one. Yeah. Oh my god, I remember this one.
I was showing this.
That's not even like they even had the moment where he was.
Is he in a
literally,
Squid
like,
Game
on the-
jacket?
Dude,
What
he's
is
in a
that?
Squid Game jacket.
I think
Squid
he
Game
What is
jacket.
going on?
Wait, no, but when was Squid? Is that right? That can't be. Was Squid Game?
That's
when was
the
Squid-
Squid Game jacket.
Was
No,
that even
but
out?
let's make sure.
This
When
came
came
out.
out
This
with
was
Squid
well
Games?
before Squid Game, though. This was
Squid
Squid Game came out in
Squid Game.
2021. This was just a normal jacket that happened to also be in Squid Game, so it's okay. We're fine. We're cool.
They took
Did
inspiration
Chris
from
I feel
Pratt,
like
did
Pratt
Chris
in
Pratt
Fortnite.
predict Squid Game? He predicted Squid Game. Holy shit!
Also, can we bring up the
No,
Daigo full parry for fuck's sake? I can't believe he doesn't know. If you
Number
were on the
37.
internet,
Without
like,
the sound, without the
how
crowd
have
sound,
you
it's just gonna be,
well, the
Well,
audience
maybe I'll
will hear
maybe
it.
maybe if I see the clip, it'll jog my memory. See, people will say things, and I'm a
Sure.
visual learner.
Moment 37. I even know the
Moment
number
37.
associated
There
with
you
it.
go.
Yeah.
Moment 37.
I
One of the
just- if I
biggest
see
like
the clip, I might know.
he doesn't know. It's a bit.
We
on top of
paused this Overwatch broadcast to an education segment about the
Here we go, here we
FGC.
Evo moment
it.
37.
It's
Moment
the
37.
most famous moment.
The
in...
beast is unleashed.
Holy.
I'll do
Oh,
the
I do.
crowd
Okay,
noise.
I
I'll
know
do the
this.
crowd
Okay,
noise.
I know
Alright.
this. I know. I've seen
Oh,
it. I've seen
Rare
it.
moment of Daigo actually angry. Boom. Boom. 10 1
punch,
HP.
punch, whip.
Yeah.
And he's not one yet.
Oh, he's not one yet. He's not one
There
yet.
he
Oh,
is.
he's one. He's
Daigo's
one
liver.
HP.
Oh,
He's one
Daigo's
HP.
Here it goes.
Oh, he's a super. Plug, 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 plug,
That's the crowd.
Oh, he does it. Oh my god.
It's unbelievable. Daigo with the full parry.
Did that make your experience?
I mean,
Let's see how
have
team
seen
monitors.
it.
What is?
I have seen
Legendary.
this clip, but with the ape-like hollering that we've now done.
Yeah.
I think
You
this
had
is
to
really
be there, bro.
amplified. This
You
is
had to be
amplified.
there.
You have to
Oh
be
my
there,
god.
sure.
That
Looks
was
ancient.
We
This clip
tried.
looks like it's from the 70s. Like, what's
It is. It might as well be at this point.
I don't think the
So
70s had
old.
that, but yeah, it does look very. It's what's crazy. The jump. You know, let's talk about Moore's law a bit. Let's talk about the jump in technology.
What is
from
Moore's law?
90s. It's about the
Put us
essentially
in the lecture
scaling
hall,
of.
Solomon.
Yeah, it's about
technology.
transistor size essentially. It's
like-
literally about transistor size and like how as you get
Doubles
as
every 10 years or
transistors like pretty
something.
much get this, you reach like the
Yeah.
theoretical limit
How
of
about we
like
transition
Moore's
back to
law
Overwatch?
is the observation that the number of transistors on a microchip roughly doubles every 2 years, while the cost of manufacturing each component decreases. Is an empirical relationship and a projection of a historical trend rather than a law of physics.
And it's essentially might be the downfall. I mean, obviously not a law of physics, right? Because the physics are separate, but this is essentially going to be potentially the downfall of our technology because we can't get any smaller. We've reached how small we can fucking get. We can't fit any more in there, okay? Daigo can't parry any more transistors. He can't do it.
Wait,
so,
what?
you know,
How many
I-
Matt Morellos
you know what?
can we
You know
get
what?
in one of
I'm gonna
these?
call up Paul Rudd and ask how much smaller we can get.
yeah, let's ask Paul Rudd.
This graph
Marvel
is actually
Universe.
interesting.
Well,
You
listen,
can
you
relate
come to the
this
right
to
place.
Overwatch.
I studied
Everybody gets better.
50
Every 2
billion
years,
transistor
everybody
counts?
gets doubly as better. There
Oh
you
my
go.
god.
That's true. Why have my
Wait,
camera frozen?
It's actually insane that it just keeps doubling. Wait,
Yeah.
this
Well,
is
it's not. It's slowed. It's not. I don't think they're still.
I
don't
mean,
know if
think
it's
of your first PC. I was like popping off at my friend's house when we had a 128 meg graphics card. I was going ape shit for that.
I don't
You're
know
like,
if
oh
they're
my
still
god,
doing double.
Battlefield 2142 in high quality, bro. That game couldn't even do 1080.
I forgot about that
back
game
in the day.
existing.
Dude,
Guys,
that
we gotta-
game was one of the
2142
best games
existed.
of all time. Genuinely, I think it genuinely is the best Battlefield of all time. Genuinely, that and Battlefield 4.
Honestly, I have
gotta-
too many fond memories of 1942. So
Enough
I
about
can't-
fish.
1942 is
Enough about
good.
fish. We got to double back to Overwatch, guys. We got to
It's
double
just
back.
Battlefield.
Oh, true.
Lip's
Okay,
already
yeah,
back
we
in
have
his
to go
seat.
back.
Lip
I
is
already
back
know.
in
I
his
already
seat.
know
Back in
Reddit's
his
mad.
seat.
I already know
Back in
Reddit's
his
mad. Reddit's mad at us. We gotta go back. We gotta go back. Reddit's already mad at us. We gotta go back.
We should come up with a law that eventually all metas trend toward goats.
Orisa.
The goats-
No,
goats
okay.
law?
So genuinely, I had this point the other week. It's Orisa's law. Everything trends towards Orisa. We had that Queen
No, it does
Rush
it. When did goats trend towards Orisa?
I don't care. 5v5.
You are okay.
care.
So you want to do
5v5.
5v5 specifically?
I'm rewriting
You wanna do
history. I'm rewriting
5v5
history. Yes.
specifically.
Every
Okay.
5v5 meta will end with Orisa. When Overwatch 3 comes out, the last meta in Overwatch 2 will be Orisa. Like everything trends towards that because that character gets small buffs every single patch, and then she becomes a nightmare.
But what if they
And this
nerf
is-
Orisa in the next patch or the
I
season change?
fucking hope so. I hope they nerf Orisa and Juno.
All right,
shit
New
off my
Dunk City. We skipped over Kings Row. Does anyone have anything to say about Kings Row?
It was a nasty
Um,
map too.
Yeah, first of all, why did Krusty pick this map? This is Falcons map choice. Just want you to know that, by the way. Both times before this that Falcons played Kings Row, they got giga booty clapped on this map. I'm talking about they didn't even see, forget about capping A. They never even saw A. They don't know what the A point looks like. They've never seen it before.
Wow,
So
yeah.
prior to this, this team cannot play Kings Row. And Krusty's like,
But they
"We're
play.
picking
They
Kings
did
Row."
play it pretty well. And to be fair, in this series,
They did play pretty
played the
well.
Kings Row pretty
They
well.
did. They still lost, but they admittedly they played better than they have in the past. But they did still lose. And at the end, I was like, "Is this working? Am I turning into a believer? Is Krusty?"
They
off the
also
fraud
got
watch list?"
very
And I was
unlucky.
like, no,
there was
he
like
lost.
that
They still
one.
lose.
There was that. What was there was a? Was it on? It was on their offense. Fucking Falcons had such a ridiculous contest where ZETA potentially would have won this. Wait, why are we watching?
Zay,
Wait, are we watching Center Division?
We're watching.
We're
I was
watching
gonna say,
Zeta
wait a second.
Division.
Why am I seeing Violet? This doesn't make any sense. Why am I seeing Zeta? I was like, we can talk about this. I watched this one today too, but I'm
yeah,
like,
that's the game. That was the game they got clapped on. That was one of the two Kings Row they got destroyed on. So, yes.
sure. No, I was specifically talking about the actual one they played today. But
There we
there's
go, yeah.
there we go. This was actually a very good map. Still, I think there was a recontest on this map that fucking broke their back. I wish I could remember the exact fight, but I think it's on their offense, like Crazy Raccoon's offense. Them trying to cap last. They've like won a fight. They invested their ults, and like I think Fielder hits like just like comes out with the fucking clutchest
Okay,
nano
there's
again of all time.
There's a. We're gonna have to move back at some point because there's a lip clip at Falcons.
Let's go
offense.
back. Let's do it chronologically.
Falcons offense at 2 minutes and 40 roughly.
Dude, just say the timestamp of the YouTube video.
Oh, I don't. Times the YouTube video would be like 4 hours and 50. Are we on the same? We're not on the same.
We're not on the same. No, 4 hours. That is over.
I'm looking at a different YouTube one.
Okay.
It's Falcons are at 240 remaining. 240 remaining for Falcons on their attack. So this is not it. But there's a discussion.
Good luck, Solomon. Good luck.
Yeah,
Solomon's not. Yeah,
I wish I could remember. I wish I could remember this better, but unfortunately I have dementia, so I'm not gonna do this directly off the top of my head.
Yeah, I don't know. This was a pretty forgettable map for me generally. Just there wasn't that many amazing things happening. Lip did not stop. This is the clip. He's just gonna go off here. He's just gonna do things here.
Yep.
Gotta do lip things. It's disgusting.
With the Juno, it's
if you listen
so
to it with audio, it's just straight dinks the whole time. Crazy. It's the straight double income no kids the entire time, baby. So
double
income. Good reference. Good reference. Good reference. Good reference. Good reference. My sociology professor is gonna love that one.
I didn't get it, but glad some of you did. All right.
Okay. It's funny because you're living that life, but you don't even know about it. That's fine. It's all right.
That's true.
Ignorance is bliss. Have you heard of that, Avril? It's great.
Yep.
I haven't because I'm ignorant. I'm blissful.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, Bliss the Overwatch split? Anyway.
Moving on. No. Jesus
Holy
Christ.
brain rot podcast.
New York City. Yeah, I mean, this is an incredible...
I mean, also think about the Lip moment. Even that, I forgot about that. They fucking engaged on him with the Terror Surge, and he just like lives through the pocket plus the ult himself. Like Lip just does Lip things sometimes. His aura is fucking crazy in the server. His aura is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. So Crazy Raccoon ended up winning Kings Row to the disappointment of Krusty, who then picks New Junk City. And I believe they roll out playing Orisa compositions. Then Hanbin goes, wait a minute, I'm going to play...
Isn't it Amalga?
Wait, this could be the clutch. This could be the clutch. Wait a minute, this could be the clutch. I'm waiting to see it.
I'm waiting.
Let's take a look.
Oh.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
This is the clutch. This is the clutch. This is the one. So fucking the Juno lives. The Juno lives here, wins the duel, fucking, and then they make it back onto point because of that, because they all live, and then they're able to cut. Wait, is this the clutch? This is
no, it's not the clutch. It's not the clutch.
Whoa!
It's just bits. It's all bits.
Fuck.
Bits
All
on
bits.
bits.
That's not the clutch. Well, imagine they win that fight. That would be the clutch. Imagine if they had won that fight. That would have been the clutch. But let's just go to the next round.
All right. Yeah. No, you're right. You're right, Avril. Crazy Raccoon, they roll out with the Mauga Symmetra, attempting to just bring out as much just insane levels of damage possible.
Which, by the way, is a weird rollout because you know Hanbin's on Orisa, and even if Hanbin doesn't make a swap, Orisa's amazing in this matchup, I think. Orisa has always been pretty good into Mauga. Even at Mauga's most broken state, Orisa is playable into Mauga. And you're just going to roll this out off rip. I felt that to be strange.
They won the first point, didn't they? Didn't they win the first point, though?
Listen, it's just bits. I'm just making a bit.
It's just bits. It's just bits. You know what? You got me there.
And part of the bit I want to say is that Stalker does, in fact, go Sojin here. And I think that's smart because he sees the Mauga. He's like, I can farm Giga Rails off this Mauga. But then once the Mauga's gone, he stays on Sojin and just kind of makes it work. I was like, wow, that's kind of impressive.
I called that out. I was like, oh, I don't know about this. And he just kept hitting shots. And I was like, all right, well, if you're winning, then you might as well, right? You might as well keep playing it. Yeah. Team Falcons swap over. They play the Jungle Queen. They play the Sojourn.
Body block is so nasty.
It is.
Such a nasty body block.
Playing tank in Overwatch 2 is fun. It's all good.
I think it's just also particularly bad for Orisa because she's just like such a gigantic. I mean, she's huge. She's a big galloping horse that's walking around. Like it's just like it's very. And also, Mauga's the size of Kingpin from Into the Spider-Verse, so he's like wide as fuck. It's so easy to body block with him. And
there he goes Queen.
Yeah, which I actually like. I really like this. I really liked this Queen swap. To be fair, I feel like it made a lot of sense because mostly because I'm just happy they didn't also counter Mauga.
So. Like, Queen is, I think, generally pretty good on New Junk anyway. Like, this is, even if you remember, like, previous metas, Queen has always been really good on this map regardless. So, yeah, it's fine. I think this matchup is interesting. You could argue it either way. If you want to argue in Queen's favor, you could say she's got a small hitbox and Mauga can't hit her. You could argue in the opposite direction, especially when Mauga was really strong. that just about everything Malga does, especially at that range, is actually better than Queen. But Queen is a full rushdown type of composition that just wants to run at you. I think especially with Cardiac being nerfed, like that style is so strong now. And then on top of the fact that Sojin can just, have the extra speed and shield and they just spam rails off of just shooting Malga. And Genji with Queen has always been amazing. So, yeah.
I think it's a decent map for the Queen in general, right? Because there's just so many corners and so many things you can hide around, especially around all the points. Like, it's
just a good
super easy to hold, yeah.
I just feel like the comp swap made a lot of sense, too, because it essentially was, like, letting the Queen get value with Genji at times by, like, okay, we're not even going to bother fighting the Malga. We're going to, like, get the bleeds out, get some heals, but, like, pretty much enable me to get to the back line to fight with my Genji to a degree. And the Sojourner was able to just play split and get pocketed by the supports, by the back line.
It's better support for Genji. The Queen helps the Genji way more than the Malga.
Exactly. So and I think also the ult in particular, letting you like set up these fights for Genji to like dash endlessly, like you see here, is just like I like the swap personally, but the Malga was definitely an odd, like staying on the Malga for so long was definitely like an odd.
Well, I wanted to use the Cage, and then I think they swapped over to Orisa, and then I'm like, okay, well they're playing Orisa, but then Hanbin has a couple of great rampages and just shut down the orbital ray from Shu as well.
Yeah. I mean, they were just stuck in the old dishwasher cycle at that point, in the old cycle, it was an unfortunate situation.
This map
committed too hard.
Either way, I think had the best if not, I think it's the best player of the entire grand final. You guys, we'll see if you guys agree with me or not. It's on.
Oh, the proper play.
You know it, baby. It's always
proper
a
moment.
Play.
8.
Mine is the one that stands out the most in my mind is the watch point contest from Fielder and Proper. So now
you have to see. Okay, what is
it's on second point? No, it's 2-1. 2-1. Falcons are like no, it's actually 1-1, right? Yeah, it's 1-1.
Yeah, no. It is 2-1. It is 2-1.
This is a great podcast. We're just talking out of our ass entire episode.
2-1. It's 2-1, and then
No, it's 2-2. It's 2-2. We were both wrong. 2-2.
Listen, it's not our fault. We don't have a desk producer, okay? We need producers. Okay? The problem is that we unfortunately we spent all of our money on
It's 2-2 and it's 14 to 18% at 2-2.
Okay,
in proper res play. It's 2-2, 14 to 18%. I just found it.
Here we go. Here it is. Oh, look at him go. Boom. Kill the enemy Genji. Deflect the javelin.
You're getting ahead of yourself. Hey, hold on.
And double dash.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. Was that okay? The play was nice, but this wasn't essentially the fight over at that point because they already got in like 2 kills.
It was.
I mean, Orisa was jumping off the edge, bro.
Yeah, I mean, Orisa was going to reset. Like,
if Albert was here, he'd be like, "That's Aura.
No.
That's Aura right there."
It is
like they go for the clip. They're gonna kill the Genji here. Now they've lost all their space. I'm pretty sure they kill someone else in this time, or at least they're all forced here. They are all forced back here. I mean, you could argue that maybe cool. That, but
it's a mechanically amazing clip. It's a mechanically fucking sick clip.
It was a nice clip though. You could argue that, but I would take the Gibraltar.
The contest is, I think, better. Yeah.
I also
contest is more important.
Yeah, the contest is more important. Yeah.
Okay. So we just got a top 3 of proper moments from the series. Which
listen, we gotta. It's time to glaze, okay? It's time to glaze.
Talk about this. We didn't even talk about the Suravasa moment where he like one tapped Heesang in the face when he sang ults.
Does it make the top 3, Avril?
What can I remember? Any other moments that happened that were even better than that?
No, I'm just saying it's probably the 4th moment, right? So you just have a top 3 going there.
If you scroll down Sojin's Twitter feed, she's clipped about 3 or 4 proper moments. All right. Finals.
All right. Well, I don't
POV for it. So
all right,
that's the top. Whatever that is, that's the top.
We haven't had a chance to glaze proper since his initial showing on the Shock. Like obviously still been really good this year, but like
a lot of my stock has paid off here. Yeah, a lot of my glazing from 22 when people were like, "Stop talking about proper, please."
Like this is what the people
finally
need.
paying off. So yeah, I'm just happy I glazed in advanced. I held on.
The pre-glaze.
The pre-glaze is really crucial if you want to make it in the Overwatch community. You gotta pre-glaze as much as possible.
That's true. Because that way, if you're proving right, you can be like, I always call it, and if you're proving wrong, just be like, oh, unfortunate. That's that. It was a team issue. It was a meta issue. And then people will forget about that. Pre-glazing, you always set yourself up for success. Always say everyone is amazing.
Pre-glazed the hell out of Chorong, bro, and we were paid.
We paid dividends. We were paid dividends on the pre-glazing.
He was paid by Adam Adamu.
He was also paid by Adam Adamu.
Just saying. No, this pre-glazing is me talking about Proud from 2 years ago, and he's
Proud from 2 years ago. We don't need to talk about the fact when we went on the podcast and said that Max and Junbin would be the best tank duo in Overwatch League, and San Francisco Shock would take the league by storm. And Heesang and Proper ended up going separate ways. We don't need to talk about that.
Phone.
Yeah, he's asked.
Siri. Is it
Siri,
not the dog?
What does pre-glaze mean?
No, he's trying to find his bits on his phone. He's trying to.
Sorry, I got called. They got called. I let them know I was on Plat Chat, and they said, "What's that?" And so I was like, "Okay, bye."
Oh, sick. That's awesome, bro.
The podcast will be pre-glazed and brain rot.
Yeah. We did a good job pre-glazing going into this OWCS season in our preview podcast. That was pretty good. I think we talked about Infected.
Who did we
glaze? Good pre-glazing.
Oh, Infected, yeah.
I pre-glazed Siru, which also paid off pretty well. Popped off. I also pre-glazed. What's the loser player's name? I think. Everything's Jacob. I pre-glazed Jacob. That did not work out well.
Jacob.
I pre-glazed Jacob a lot, but I did pre-glaze Zero and Infected. So
that's
there you go.
Well,
I take those.
I'll say this: I had the hottest take of a pre-glaze ever. I pre-glazed both Falcons and Crazy Raccoon, which no one expected was going to go.
That's crazy.
Totally hot take.
God damn.
This is why you're a featured co-streamer. Is for takes like that. That's why you're.
We'll talk about that later. You too, buddy.
Okay.
Congratulations. High five to you on that one, buddy.
High five. Any featured co-streamers on this podcast?
All right, we're on Ilios. We're on the last map of the grand finals, and we decided it on freaking Winston comps. Aside from the last map, because the last map Jun played Wrecking Ball, but still, I mean, this is the way Overwatch is meant to be played.
Yeah.
But by the way, this is a perfect map choice from Moon, because you are better at the Winston comps. Drag Falcons ass to a Winston comp in a dive heavy map, and you have the best chance of winning. So the fact that Falcons actually beat Crazy Raccoon on this, and by the way, Crazy Raccoon, I believe, had a 1-0 lead on this map as well, because they won well.
They did.
That is like the ultimate proof. At the end of the day, Falcons winning is a deserved win.
Maybe you shouldn't roll out fucking Juno or Ana. Like, what the fuck was that about? Like, that's why I can't glaze Chio. That's why I can't do it. I'm just
it is an interesting pick, but I mean, personally, is it not the most optimal? Sure, but like, I don't even necessarily hate. Like, I understand the reasoning behind it, because, like, okay, like, we can play split here, we can both heal flankers, while also Juno can duel effectively and giving some utility, like, and Juno's also ult is obviously, like, amazing. Like, do I think it's, like, the best thing ever? No. Do I think it's, like, an absolute throw, like, pick? I can at least understand the logic here. It's like, oh, we have two very gifted mechanically players, and we have the ability for them to potentially have impact in, like, a very mobile map, you know? Like, I didn't love it, but I'm gonna be honest, I've seen worse. I've seen worse occur in my games of Overwatch in terms of picks.
I just feel like when you play these comps, like, it's so precise. Like, you're playing fucking Counter-Strike. Hold the angles, precise movement, perfect nades, lineups, all that shit. And then Juno comes in like some noob playing like Surf Great River or some shit. Just like, all right, I'm floating in the air. I have no way to peel. I'm just floating. Oh, I'm gonna wide swing to get some torpedoes off. Like, it's just, you just die. Like, I just feel like a Brig is just way better in these like incredibly precise compositions. So I don't know.
Do you think Juno would make the double block diagonal jump for the beef?
That added to the list of things I didn't understand on Twitter this week. I just woke up one day and people are just like, "Would you make the beef jump?" And I was like, "What the fuck's happening on Twitter?"
Well, you said that it was an Overwatch.
What about two things this week?
I want to die.
So, while the Overwatch pros, they're at the top. They're
never kill yourself, Joss.
I don't
Never kill yourself. Life is worth living. La 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 la. Sorry.
I haven't watched enough TikTok to understand the references right now. But
it's not even TikTok. It's a YouTube video.
Okay.
It's a YouTube video. Yeah, a 2-hour YouTube video.
This is why you're. This is why you would jump for the chicken, buddy.
What is greater cinema? This 2-hour video or Parkour Civilization 2-hour video?
Parkour Civilization.
Parkour Civilization.
Parkour Civilization, 100%. It's created so much meta commentary.
You know, when I realized that the map was probably over and the series was probably over, I was like, this is the Jova moment right here. And it was when, and I think it happened on this round, it was when Lip got stuck by Pulse Bomb twice in a row, 2 lives in a row, once by Stalker, respawns, and then gets stuck by Proper, duplicating a Tracer. I'm like, bro, Lip is just eating
that was the
Pulse Bombs
moment?
from both. from both the Tracer players on the team.
It's the last fight on this round, yeah? I think we can just fast forward to the last fight. No, it's overtime.
I got the exact, because you never see it. The thing is,
we have to document history, guys.
It's true. We never see it from the POVs of the players who did it. We only ever saw them in the actual, on the kill feed. So I've gone and found the POVs, both the POVs, one from Reddit or one from Twitter. Neither of them from YouTube, actually, even though they probably both originated from there.
All right. So are you putting this in Discord or?
Yeah, I put it in Discord.
Maybe we should be more organized. Maybe I should share access to my rundown document to you guys so you can.
I think we should. I think the problem I think we just need more producers. I think we need to start getting more producers, and we need to be paying
as many producers
because currently we only have a solo man. We need more than
I have some friends at the NFL. I can call the NFL producers
only solo.
Only solo men. We need more men.
Solomon does a great job.
More men.
Solomon does a great job.
And women. They could also be producers.
Honestly, just more people. You can't just say we need more people.
Nice.
What the fuck are you saying?
Good save, bro.
I'm watching out for us, okay? We gotta get the female viewership up. I'm sure we're at like 0.001%. So like we need to be taking some steps to bring this shit up. Next up, I want a dress to impress segment. Up, Solomon. Let's get that ready for the next episode.
Is that from that game, that Q game that everyone plays?
Roblox.
No, Dress to Impress. Is that even Roblox?
Is that the game?
Yeah.
We should have a segment on this podcast. Maybe Avaz might be the only guy who will know this reference. So, but maybe we should make a segment on Plat Chat where we invite that guy on Twitter who like judges men's outfits, and we bring him on the show and just like.
How is it going to help our female viewership? Huh?
Well, we dress better. We don't look like fucking slouches.
He only knows menswear. He doesn't know.
This is the proper clip.
This is the
clip. Okay. This is one of the two clips. There's two of them. This is the proper clip. He gets to stick. We're basically just showing lip being stuck by Pulse One.
Jamie, bring it up. Bring it up, Jamie.
Jamie, show me.
Wait, is this the one with proper when he's copied?
Wait, what are we looking at, Avril? Narrate.
This is Stalker. This is Stalker.
Oh, this is the Stalker.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Okay.
This is Stalker 1v1 versus. Well, he's not. He's kind of just chasing.
Mr. Fragrance.
Mr. Fragrance.
Is he here?
He's retaining. He's retaining.
Johnny started it first. Johnny started.
No, he said Jamie. He said Jamie. That was a mistake.
That stick is fucking nasty.
Yeah,
I mean, I personally preferred. That was a nice stick. I personally preferred the proper like echo copy stick. But,
okay, now we'll show that one next. Next.
All right. Thank you, Ob Sojourn. Thank you. I didn't realize this was the.
I think this one was more BM. I think this one was like a little bit more.
It's a copy.
BM
Yeah, it's a copy tracer. Yeah, for sure.
There's a lot of aura going on here.
How do you just get the stick without a copy tracer check?
No, what are you saying? No, but if you're copied, that's more BM if you're copied, is what I mean.
That's true.
Oh, there he is.
See, because like also I think also it was a crucial moment since it's an OT fight as well. So there was a chance.
Yeah,
so,
there's that.
I'm gonna do it better.
People are gonna look back at this episode 3 years from now and be like, "Thank you guys for bringing up those moments. That's awesome."
They will, and they'll love that we are connected to pop culture, and they will love that as well.
Yeah, we're like historical.
Oh, okay, this is the clip.
Face marks.
This is the proper Genji. Is this the one where he just dunks on? Yeah, it is. Here we go.
He just puts the blade, right?
And then boom.
Oh,
I mean, to be fair, that is
full
terrible blade.
To be fair,
that is
you
a
are
terrible
half
blade.
HP, but
half HP. Like, also, there's no supports there to like heal you.
Yeah,
there's your Terror
bad.
Surge. That shit's naked as fuck. That shit's fucking. I mean, that's Garden of Eden level blade. There's no cover.
Garden of Eden level blade.
This is fucking crazy. Like that's actually a crazy blade.
But that's what I'm saying. He's saying was doing a bunch of that shit.
Oh my god. Wait, did you see this, Connor?
Okay, it's time for the clip hour. I did not see this one.
Unbelievable clip.
Clip hour brought to you by Ob Sojourn. Thank you.
This is what happens when you go from Korea to EMEA. It's just like,
he's crazy, bro.
That's a bit of a drop off, unfortunately.
To be fair, they have a better skin. The skin's really good.
Do the recall prediction headshot. Scroll down on Twitter a little bit more. And then there's a recall prediction headshot.
This is the clip moment. This is the clip moment.
Okay, this is the Genji one we saw from earlier.
Wait, this is the Genji moment. Okay, wait. Okay, can we bring up?
Time.
Can we bring up the one where? Can we bring up the one where the old guy's like, "What's all that movement up there?"
What's the one movement back there?
Jamie, pull it
up.
No,
you got to get the recall prediction headshot. It's just slightly further down. Slightly further down. Is this the one? Recall prediction headshot. This is in the Rialto map.
Was this in the lower finals?
That's gonna set it. Yeah.
That's pretty filth.
It is pretty disgusting. All right, what's the next clip? No.
Also, I don't. Are we talking about this? Are we gonna do like a review?
Supposedly
of the
we are.
currently...
Okay.
No, I'm not talking about the lower
embracing chaos.
finals. I meant more so like, are we gonna? I mean, I watched both these series today, and for a minute, I literally sat down and I like put my head in my hands. And was like, holy fuck.
Okay, yeah,
Fucking
we'll get there.
Citrus Nightmare might be at Sweden in Zeta Division 1.
You were the fucking guy last week who were like, oh,
Yeah.
Third Division have no clout. Like, come on, man.
So it finishes just
All right,
to
Ilias,
finish.
Me when I lie? Me when I lie? Me when I lie? Me when I lie? I said Zeta Division should be auto-qualified because of
Yeah,
clout.
we all
Okay.
said that because of clout. Yeah.
Oh, I've realized you fill a very important role in this podcast. The liar.
It's just a bit. It's just a bit. Yeah, Falcons, they win. They play with Reese on Ruins.
The thing is, they finished the way they started, which is losing control, playing ball with Lucio Anna.
You're a great storyteller, by the way. Has someone ever told you that?
I try. It's one of the things I've done in the past.
Why do you never say that I can't be a good storyteller?
Come on.
Well, Avril brings a lot of like, oh, it was written, it was in the stars, it ended the way it
The
started.
trophy
you know?
was
like,
placed next to him at the start.
Yeah.
He sat next to the trophy.
That's just conspiracy posting. That's just conspiracy posting. Johnny's could be sucked up to QAnon so easily. He's like, oh, this sounds actually pretty good. Like this is a good story.
Wait, that's a lie.
pretty
Why
good
are you lying on the
story.
podcast?
Wait a minute, like that. Wait a minute. You're saying
It's not lying,
they
it's just
control.
speculation.
They control the weather? Wait, that's so well written. Like, that's a good idea.
I would never listen to experts. I do my own research, so thank you very much, Avaz. Now, I'm kidding.
Okay.
All right, I'm kidding.
enough.
All right, Avril, yeah, please. Don't
All
be
right, let's
disturbed
talk
by
about
us.
it. Let's talk about the actual gameplay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so anyway, AG1. I like to start my morning with
my God,
AG1.
put that away. They're not paying us. They're not paying us.
Connor's not even here. Connor's not even here. What the fuck? Where is he?
Oh, this is cat.
He's
though.
not. Oh, there's a cat.
Did they take
Such
him?
bullshit.
Did the
He
government
walked
take
away.
him?
He walked away during the
QAnon got
bit.
him, bro.
During the bit that was made for him. That's so
No,
bullshit.
he missed
That is
the bit.
So
All right,
bullshit.
well,
he missed the bit.
Act like
Anyway.
nothing happened. Act like nothing
well,
happened. And
He's
let's
got his
do it
headset
later.
on. He can hear us. He can hear us.
Okay,
I hate to
okay,
break it
okay,
to you. He's
Oh, you can hear
hearing
us?
us right now.
Well, I can't see his
my
facial. I
God.
can't see his facial reaction, and so it doesn't count.
All right.
Because the only as any good React watcher knows, it's the facial reactions that count, fellas. But we can react to Falcons winning in the moment they get up and like hug each other and shit. As Proper realizes he's won and he shut up all the haters. Once
He's
and for
won
all.
a
Let's fucking
tournament
go.
that we count for some reason.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we count this
Even
one.
though
The other ones, we don't count.
even though the last two times they beat Crazy Raccoons didn't count
Yeah.
for some reason, but this
Yeah.
time that they beat Crazy Raccoons does count for some reason. But that's fine. Okay. Yeah. What actually happened was we added the Japanese and Pacific teams. Like, oh, there it is. There it is. That's why it counts now, guys.
That's the
Because they beat the
W, bro.
Japanese teams too. That's why it counts this time. Anyway. So yeah, they're about to. Yeah. Here
God,
we go.
also,
And then
speaking of
all
history
Proper has
too,
to do, all Proper has
it
to do is
ended
go
on
next to it and pick up the
Ruins.
trophy.
Dude, they got their revenge on Ruins for the Crazy Raccoons Falcons game in Dallas as well, which is kind of insane. Link it even further back.
I'll give you that, Joss. That's a nice throwback.
You link it even further back, bro. They lost on Ruins.
I don't remember it, but I'll give it to you.
No, they did. Yeah, because I remember
They did. They
Jaws
lost
had
on
his.
Ruins.
Jaws had his thing where he said a quote about now they can weep because they have nothing left to
No,
conquer or something. No, that was the wrong
Oh,
one.
you actually remembered
Oh,
it.
that
You
was the
remembered
wrong
it.
one.
You
I
remembered
believed
it. That was the one, yes. They can now weep because they got nothing left to conquer. Yes.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
That was the bit. That was the line. That was the bit. That was the bit. Bits on top of bits. Is he making... Solomon, can you bring up fucking Connor's camera real... What the fuck is he doing? Oh, he's feeding the cats. Oh, he's just like making dinner, bro.
I'm starting to get hungry too.
He's making
There's
dinner.
one last clip of the final that we need to see. I've just linked it here. This is a very important clip.
Oh, is it
that
proper
everyone
lifting a
needs to-
trophy?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, actually is. This is the moment Proper lifts the trophy. The one that
Oh my
everyone's
god,
like,
dude, this is an ancient
this is-
video.
No. This is the video of Proper lifting the trophy, and everyone needs to see it. This is my favorite.
Guys, luckily
Proper
I
video
turned
of
off
all
my
time.
headset, so I didn't hear any of the potential bits that could have occurred while I was gone.
Here we go.
What
This is
is
Proper
this?
lifting the trophy. He's lifting the trophy.
This is...
What is
Wait,
Plat
who is
doing?
this diva? Who is this diva?
This is Proper lifting the trophy.
No, I know.
What are you talking about?
My king.
I'm sorry. No one knows. No one knows the bits other than me. No one knows. No one understands it. Okay, thank you, Solomon.
Oh,
Thank
Solomon
you.
got it.
I know Solomon's on TikTok. I see your reposts.
Wait, what is the context of this clip?
It's just a
there's
fan thing.
There is a fan going around making players wear a tiara with a little one thingy, and
They're
Just
finboying them.
somebody's
Yeah.
doing these
I've
things.
asked, can you
Somebody-
shut the fuck up and let
somebody
Avril talk?
somebody is I like that you say that to Avast, but you never say it to Jake, who's the one that actually cuts me off all the time. But
He's not even fucking here, bro. He's not even here.
He also wouldn't stop talking even if you told him to shut up.
It's true. It's true. +2. It's true.
That's a good one.
that's my GOAT runner-up right there. That's my GOAT runner-up.
That's
My GOAT runner-up.
Somebody is making the players do this, though. Is what I want to say.
A
Somebody is
legendary
making them
fan.
do
A legendary Korean
Someone's
fan.
gonna make a post now, like, why does Johnny hate Avast? I'm just want to get ahead of
It's
that.
true. Why does
hate
Johnny
Avast.
things Johnny hates? Mac and cheese, Avast, like
And the
there's so many
South, the
things
entire
that he
South.
hates
The
the
entire
South in general. Yeah,
I do not
that's
hate
true.
the South. To be serious, one of my favorite cuisines is literally Louisiana Cajun seafood. I mean, that shit is so good.
With mac and cheese?
No.
Didn't think so.
What's gumbo?
Still
Give me
like-
some gumbo with some Louisiana. Oh, I keep mispronouncing
He's
stuff.
trying to pander to you guys. He's trying to pander to the South.
Gumbo
He's
is
trying
the
to
really
pander to
good
the South.
stuff, okay?
I have a
You know,
question.
Gumbo is better than mac and cheese.
I have a question for the only American on this podcast. Where does the South actually start? Like, where's the line drawn? I don't know.
Well, historically,
South
I mean,
begin?
so I think there are different definitions, but historically
watch this
there's a thing called
POTM.
the Mason-Dixon line in the past, which I think runs through. Let me see where the Mason-Dixon line really. So essentially, the Mason-Dixon line went through like the lower part of like Maryland, like it pretty much like if you went to Maryland, anything under Pennsylvania essentially was like considered like the South to a degree in like
That's a
a
lot of
historical
South.
context. But like realistically, the South is like
That's a
stuff
lot
like
of stuff.
I would say you consider the South essentially as like Texas, Arkansas, Louisiana, Florida, the Carolinas. Though North Carolina may be up for debate. Some people would say that's up for debate. With
Oh,
the
that's
Carolinas.
crazy.
Alabama,
Come on, bro. They just got
Missouri,
flooded. You're not even going to give them that.
Mississippi. You know, like so it's just you know that general bit of states. There's probably some more scientific connotation, but like you know I could give you that's pretty much around the list of states. Oh, West Virginia, of course, Virginia itself.
Since we're on the topic of the South, just randomly, just a please PSA if you happen to be in range of Milton or whatever this hurricane is called, to please maybe stay safe and maybe consider leaving. Because it seems pretty bad with the Category 5 hurricane. So
Did you see that
PSA,
CEO
stay
that
safe.
did that video with
It's pretty bad.
that he didn't let them leave the factory?
Oh,
or
the
something?
Plat. Well, that was the other
Yeah.
previous hurricane. To be fair, that was not the current hurricane.
Oh, it wasn't the
but
current one. That CEO
That was the
forced
one that
people
just
to work.
hit. Yes.
no,
Yeah.
the
It's
one
posed
that's
next to
hitting
his Porsche,
tomorrow, it's like top 5 like worst hurricanes
Really?
recorded
Yes, yeah.
on the east coast of the
It
US.
was
yeah.
it was like approaching the level of like the theoretical limit of how powerful a hurricane could be
What?
Yes.
in the current
Yeah.
understanding of our Earth's
Holy
atmosphere.
because
Where
they
is
can
it hitting?
measure
Where is it
like,
hitting?
It's hitting Florida mostly.
Yeah,
It's pretty much
it's
hitting Florida,
Tampa
but like
Bay,
the northern.
and then drifts over. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of dodging the south. So
Yeah.
technically, if
Red-
I was still living in Florida, I would be
You'd be
not.
dead,
I would be.
maybe.
No, I'd be okay actually because
Oh, okay.
I lived in the south tip down there, but I still probably wouldn't want
right.
to be there.
Dude,
It's
it's
usually
just-
5 hours.
It is
All
just
right.
cutting off Florida from the rest of the United States. Like it is
Yeah.
just going right through. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
So yeah, if you're
Jesus.
near the eye, it's gonna get pretty bad. So please stay safe out there. Shit gets serious.
Do
So-
not hunker down to watch Plat Chat.
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
Do
leave.
not hunker down. Please evacuate
YouTube
your
Premium, download Plat Chat.
home. Download the mod.
Take us on the
Download
go in the
mod.
car when you're
That's
driving
true.
away.
Yeah, there you go.
If I
Yeah.
lived in Florida, I'd be a prepper for sure. The amount of
Wow.
shit that goes down, I'd be a
That's
prepper.
true.
You don't even prep for this shit. You just go. You just leave.
Yeah,
You're
I mean, you
like,
can't
"Oh, I'm
really
out."
prep without building the Fallout bunker.
I'm gonna
Without
head
building a
out.
Vault Tech
Yeah.
bunker, you're not going to be able to prep for this
Do
one.
any hurricanes ever happen in LA?
No.
I don't know.
They
I mean,
have
maybe.
Look at these
Historically,
privileged
I
guys. Look at these
think,
3
but, like,
privileged men
no.
living in Los Angeles with no hurricanes.
I mean, we're waiting for an
We
earthquake
had
in the
that
other
earthquake,
week. So
bro. We live on the San Andreas fault, bro.
Yeah, I've already felt like 3 earthquakes since I've been here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had that one that shook all my shit and all my fish tanks.
There's
Like,
apparently only been one recorded landfall of a tropical
Yeah, there
storm
you
because of the typical cold sea surface of the Pacific, which is in 1939 and killed 45 people.
Oh shit! Yeah,
Yeah.
it got really rainy here in like
Okay.
January or something. We had like a storm in January. That was pretty.
Yeah,
bad,
that was
but-
it. Was around when I moved. I came to the end of it, and it was like raining like fucking crazy, and everyone's like, "Yeah, it's been flooding."
No one
Yep.
cares about this at all. Anyway, stay safe if
Okay.
you're in Florida, especially if you're in Tampa Bay. Well, I brought it up, Avast. So again, it's not about you; it's about me. I'm
Well, you have to
criticizing
realize that
myself here.
that Florida is where the Florida Mayhem used to be. Okay, so it has Overwatch. So the Overwatch League, the final Overwatch League trophy is in Florida.
Please don't take it
gonna-
away from us.
I'm just saying.
Someone's
the final
gonna save that
Overwatch
trophy.
League trophy is in Florida right now.
Save the
Someone's gonna
trophy.
say
So-
Physically, what do you mean?
Physically. The last
Physically
ever
where?
Overwatch
Where
League
in
trophy
Florida?
is in Florida.
We'll bench Spoon
It's
let
like
us
in
buy it.
It's like in
Genuinely.
South Florida. It's like in Boca Raton. So it's south. So it's not directly in the.
What do you mean? Is it
The
somebody's
path.
house? Like, what do you mean? Like,
Yeah, it's a Ben Spoon's fucking home, man.
oh,
It's
okay.
yeah, it's like in Ben Spoon, the CEO of Misfits.
Do you
home.
think he'd
You know
let
what?
us
You
buy
could've
it
told me-
or
you
nah?
could've
like
told
we
me
could
that-
Plat Chat crowdfund.
You could have told me that Albert just stole it and took it with him wherever he went. I would have believed you.
You should have done.
No, they unfortunately that's not the case. So technically, the Florida is Overwatch League history is directly at stake with this hurricane as well.
All right.
It'll be washed away into the sea.
I'm starving. So let's move on to the lower bracket match between ZETA Division. The big topic on Reddit this week has been that it's a travesty that Asia doesn't get 3 slots.
Yes,
ZETA Division miss out on Stockholm. Everyone up in arms about it. We knew this. We freaking knew this, all right, at the start of the year. And we knew this moment was going to happen. We're the third best team in Asia. Wasn't going to qualify. We all know that Asia deserves 3 spots. So, like, it just sucks extra much that it was this close. And it came down to like literally 1 fight or whatever. It was a banger of a series. 5 maps. Rialto was a freaking giga banger as well in OT. You can't ask for much more from a lower bracket finals.
Yeah, and my favorite part about Rialto is in the final fight or 2 fights in OT, Violet is the first death twice.
Oof.
Sealed the deal for me. I'm like, that's GOAT behavior right there. That is the
That's
most
GOAT
unbelievable
behavior.
GOAT behavior that I've ever seen. Perfect Violet gameplay. Perfect Violet gameplay. That sealed the deal for me right there. He's my GOAT forever for that. But we knew that unfortunately whoever lost this was not going to make it. It would be a travesty for either Falcons or ZETA to not make it, and one of them was not going to make it. So
Yeah.
So smart to go Jungle Queen here, by the way, in the OT. Just like, oh, we just have to fight on this corner. Let's just pick
You need
Jungle
one
Queen.
fight, yeah. And yeah, the Rampage just does so much.
I mean, I just think I have to give some. I will give some props too. I feel like, despite them very recently joining the roster, God, Pelican was very nasty during the series. Like I think like obviously like they had Alpha E playing at points still, but I feel like and was playing a lot of same heroes that Alpha E was often playing too. With like the main,
Violet.
like Pelican played very very well.
That is a ridiculous. Like he is.
I mean,
so far up. You
I
can't
think-
predict
I don't
the
think-
drop, but like
Yeah, I don't think I'm-
are like. Come on, bro. You should.
I'm not blaming. I'm not
blaming.
blaming the initial positioning. I am blaming the fact that they didn't rotate.
He
fast
stayed.
enough.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
stayed. Yeah.
I think the initial positioning is fine there because you don't know the comp, but like
yeah.
staying there for so long, I'm like, okay.
No,
well,
'cause
But
you're
he
Ram's
comes
calling
back
that
on
shit.
Lucio. He's coming back. Wait,
yeah,
it's not
he does
over.
come back on Lucio. That
There's-
is-
Wow.
there is more. But wait,
Dude,
there's more.
They're fighting for their lives, Avril. Someone's got to feed.
Dude, the craziest thing is this could have gone either way. Violet dying twice in a row, or Violet comes back on Lucio and just cleans. Just absolutely fucking goes crazy. Fortunately, it was the
It's an
last.
I
insane
don't think the
stall,
Lucio
actually.
is gonna clean. I don't think the Lucio is gonna be.
No,
clean
it is
either.
not. But
I mean,
he
I could see the world. You know, where Violet.
I think the really
dead
tragic
again.
part
He's dead
there is
again.
that like they had that May ult coming up and they just could not get
Yeah.
in time and like theoretically, especially with like the Queen, like you don't have a lot of damage mitigation, so
It's
it
killable.
could have been
I
turned.
do-
It
I
could
do
have been
believe-
turned, but
I do want to believe that every time Violet touches his mouse and keyboard, God flips a coin between GOAT and fraud. So that is true though. So
I mean, I personally believe like the biggest thing once again is the same problem that ZETA Division had last time. It's like you just every time I watch this, I'm like and they get the chance to put like when Violet was playing like Ilari on like Kings Row that we were watching instead of the Kings Row that was actually the grand finals.
Yeah.
Like that, like he actually fucking does so much.
Yeah,
His
that's
team
what I'm saying.
it would be so
50% goat,
good
50%
if
fraud.
No, but the problem is the Brigida. The problem is the fact that he has to play Brig. Like he just needs to be off of Brigida. He needs to be playing flex support for this goddamn team. He doesn't need to be playing like Brigida and Lucio and shit. Like obviously he's good at it, but like he's just simply so much more impactful in those roles that it's just a tragedy. It's not like how like when you look at like teams like Crazy Raccoon or fucking Falcons, where like, oh, Chio and Shurong, like they can obviously flex, but like those are the roles that they're like best. Like they can dominate those roles. Violet can have a lot of impact on them, but like he clearly brings the most impact to his server, like an actual GOAT level impact off of Brigida and Lucio, and more so on like flex support roles. Which is why like I think that's it's just an unfortunate reality of like there's only so much talent to go around, you know? If they could somehow like bring back Jonak or not Jonak, if they could bring back if they could, not Jonak, but rather if you could bring back Lee Jae Gon and make him
Yeah,
like
if you just cloned a
play.
main support. Just clone domain support.
I think that's just
Geo
the
or
tragedy for
somebody.
Zeta Division.
I
'cause just
love
think
that you were like, this team needs a Legion on with
Now-
Violet.
Well, I mean, I'd rather have a better. I think that team would legitimately be better. I think a team of like Legion Gon is prime
Okay,
off Violet.
if
and
you
Violet
had-
Flex would have been better.
If you had Legion Gon and Vital on the same team, we could feed the entire world. We would end world hunger.
We're good. We're done.
But that would be so much better, man. I think Zeta Division potentially could be. It would just be better. It's like I think Finn's a good player. I don't have anything against Finn. I just think that the problem is that it's like I'd always rather have Violet playing.
In
like,
a double
just
flex meta,
flexible
that
roles.
backline would go insane. But I don't think there's going to be a point in the near future where we're going to have a double flex. It just doesn't make sense because Brig's so powerful.
Yeah.
And Juno is so good.
But it is what it is.
This is the type of game that also I think proves that the top 3 of Korea is close enough. Like you literally have a 5 mapper into a 7 mapper. So either Falcons just plays everyone this close, or all of Korea really is this close. I am still curious as to how Zeta and Crazy Raccoon would have gone. Would they have gone to 5 maps or 7 maps as well? It's debatable, but yeah, I think the top 3 is close enough that really it's not like there's any gap between 3rd place and 2nd place, any notable gaps. So Zeta, as far as skill is concerned, always was and absolutely is good enough to go.
Yeah.
Good enough to go.
Also,
there was
the
a
addition of
3-1 versus
Orisa
Crazy
made
Raccoon, by
Zeta.
the way.
So I also think the ability for Orisa to be much more meta made Zeta a lot better too, because I think
Bernard pounded, right?
Yeah, Bernard was
Yeah,
good,
he's
and he still got
insane.
the
He's
still
insane.
got the flex diva too, and play some really cool like diva style comps where they would just ignore the front line and just like fought the back line too. Like Zeta was really good. Like this is still like a really good team. Like their team was good. It's just like realistically, you know, we have to be auto qualifying all the clout teams, and like all the clout teams for the most part in APAC. So like we're gonna have to make some changes, okay? Crazy Raccoon, Falcons, and Zeta. Well, Falcons not really a clout team; it's more so they have a money team. But like you know, Zeta and Crazy Raccoons are like, come on, like we gotta get these guys in there.
Oh yeah, now remember you said Celtics need to make it because they're a Japanese
I know.
org.
The Japanese.
Ah, sorry.
And they're clouded on top of that. I mean, being just a Japanese org would not necessarily make you inherently a cloud org. It's just that
No,
they're
but I
also
remember
clouded.
that in
Zeta
time
is
with
a
your
cloud
take.
org.
Well,
Zeta-
yeah,
I
they're also
slandered
cloud.
your take. I'm sorry, Avas.
I
I'd
know,
like to
I know you
apologize.
did. That's fine. That's fine.
No.
We
What
need
do you
some
accept
sort
my
of
apology?
mid-season
This is why-
madness style tournament with EU and NA playing
Dude.
each other, and they get
Yeah.
an extra slot. So it's like
Perhaps a clout
Korea gets
clash.
3 or whatever, and then exactly with Korea get 3, right? And then you have NA and EU guaranteed 2, but only one of them gets the extra slot depending on the results of a mid-season type B.
Oh, that's
I mean,
a
it's
sick
just-
idea, actually.
That's not a bad idea.
Just
That might be
saying.
the best
Just
idea
saying.
you've gotten
And then
since
you
your
get
short knee
another-
surgery.
Shut
I
the
was
fuck up.
I was literally thinking the same thing. I was like, NA and EU need to play each other because how do we have Toronto Defiant never play SSG and Ns outside of like Dallas, and then it's like a coin flip whether they'll play in the first place? Well, they're pretty
Yeah.
much guaranteed to
Because
because Korea will be
have a
bugger.
completely
But-
different format to us, right? So it's like no
Dude.
departure, and then you have this one tournament at the very end that is an NA versus EU kind of vibe.
The
And
Korea
like
format
Atlantic
is so
Pacific
good.
Showdown, etc.
It's
So
crazy.
essentially,
Like, guys-
you just want us to go back to Atlantic Showdown. That's what it is. It all
Yes.
comes back to
Atlantic
Atlantic
Showdown.
Showdown and
Atlantic
Gauntlet. The
Showdown,
two
yes.
best
They
formats
have
that
any
ever existed in
contenders,
Overwatch.
right? Like
Just
contenders
Atlantic
Yes,
2020
Showdown
or
and-
something?
they had Atlantic
21?
and Pacific Showdown, and then we
Yeah.
had the Gauntlet at the very end, which was in Korea. Yeah,
Essentially,
it
the
was
greatest. That's
sick.
essentially it comes back to that 2019 Contenders was like the best.
It was a good format.
in Overwatch Esports.
Yeah.
But like the
think-
EMEA and NA are so closely followed anyway. So like the fact we don't have any action between them except for Dallas and Stockholm,
know.
this just feels shit.
I mean, I do have to admit, this is the hardest that Jules has cooked since an hour and a half ago with the mac and cheese.
That's. I mean, fair enough. But I'm just like, I just took 30 seconds to think about how you could solve this issue when we have 3 like world beater fucking teams in fucking APAC. It doesn't make sense. Doesn't make
Yeah.
sense.
Maybe
Will
even
the
4,
format change?
perhaps even 4.
Perhaps even 4. Yeah, Varel are there. Well,
I just snuck in Barrel.
or now
God.
Gucci Brothers wanted to.
Just snuck in a team.
No, but I think we're gonna
it
do an
would cook.
off-season episode about the format, which might not freaking mean anything anyway because it'll be too late to take feedback on the format anyway. But I do think that like they have. Okay, Team Falcons and Crazy Raccoon, they played each other 13 times this year. 13 times,
kinda
and we're not
sick.
even at Stockholm. That's an insane amount of times, which has just led to us building so much hype for these matchups. We get to see these matchups develop. We get to see, Crazy Raccoon, they're always beating Falcon, and then Falcon, they end up winning one in Korea, and then they win this one in Asia, and it's so hype because like, oh my god, Proper finally did it. It's because we get these matchups all the time. It's like, the sports rivalry. Meanwhile, in like NA and EMEA, we're just like, oh, time to see Toronto Defiant play YFB Gaming, and you know, the freaking here's the Ramatra Punch with Derpy. You know, let's see how they go against Toronto Defiant. Where it's like,
there it is. Look at that, Angry Titans. Oh, lol-sish, little Lurky in there as well. Holy.
And there's dude, that venue was so fucking disgustingly hot.
Yeah,
all of Germany in that time.
Wait, is this a
Germany.
studio?
Holy fuck.
This is
yeah,
Takeover
this is
Studio?
yes, it was.
I recognize the couch from Takeover 1 and 2. Yeah.
Oh, where is
God,
it?
it was so fucking hot in here.
Where is it, Johnny?
Dude, it's like the smallest city in Germany.
Krefeld, Germany.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like Krefeld,
fucking
Germany,
pissed.
and it's fucking disgustingly hot in there. God, it was so fucking. It was like
look at the Europeans, bro.
39 degrees Celsius, no AC, no air movement, just sweaty German men and Europeans cracked into this.
And AT lived above this venue.
And the crazy part of all this is that they had to have a security guard guarding the server room, because like if you ever gained access to the server room, you could just steal all of the Overwatch source code, because for some reason that's how like Overwatch was designed. So like they could, if anyone just broken in, they just would have stolen the source code of Overwatch from like Krefeld, Germany. But like luckily no one knew that. So
before you said the word hot, I was like, where's he going? This is just they're just disgusting. I was like, wow, I didn't know Germany was that.
Lots of
No,
Germany
it was
that
literally
dirty,
just no. It was just hot. I mean,
was
Krefeld, Germany
very
was
warm.
also disgusting. Krefeld, Germany was also a disgusting place. The people were lovely, but the town was not.
Mag Allen in the chat. Avast looks like he will sell me a shit coin.
So true. That was the beard arc. That was the beard arc for me.
Beard arc. I remember that Envy podcast we did with what's his name?
Jane.
With Jane? Yeah. Good times.
Yeah.
Good times. All right. Anything else to say on ZETA Division deserving to be in Stockholm, but they won't make it this year?
Should have made it.
Picking up Pelican was insane for their team. He actually brought a lot of value. He was really good. Alpha, he was still really clutch.
Yeah.
Every time,
great.
if you ever see Flora play anything but cast, you knew it was over. That was extremely Jova for the team. But
okay, Flora Sombra is still good. It's just hard to make the comp work sometimes. Like I don't think Flora
is
Sombra
Sombra relevant? Is Sombra even a relevant hero though?
They played
Right
it.
now,
They
no.
played it.
Sombra
but
is
like
not
I'm just
good
saying.
right now.
I'm just simply saying that like Flora has other
believe
good
Jack.
heroes. It's just the fact that like it's just the fact
pick
that
is
it wasn't
bad.
an optimal.
Jack plays the most ranked, and if he says it, I believe it.
It's not. Well, you know, ranked.
Well, I mean, you could
very
literally
similar
see
to
I played
Crazy
more
Raccoon
ranked than
versus
Jaws
ranked.
recently.
You could literally see
That's
the
actually true,
effects
yeah.
of the Sombra in the match. But like I mean overall, like yeah, they're a good team. It's just the fact that there's a chance that Citrus Nightmare might be at Sweden and Zeta Division won't. And I'm sorry, Citrus Nightmare players.
Citrus
like
Nightmare,
it sounds
it doesn't
BM
exist
to you,
anymore.
but
By the way, it's Citrus Nation, and then
whatever,
Nightmare.
Citrus Nation, whatever, Citrus
Yeah.
Nation, like the whatever fucked up
Put
conglomerate
some respect
spinoff
on
that we
Kaffa's
have.
name, all right?
But like nothing against you guys as players at all. It's simply the fact that Zeta Division unfortunately would poo-poo on you, and
Yeah.
it's just like it's just how it is. So
It would be very
But
funny, and
Jacob
I
will
can
make
see
it.
this.
I'm cool with it because NA could beat Europe still, and they could still beat Europe, and that's fine.
The funniest thing is, it might just be a repeat of Dallas, where we just get Korean teams smashing everybody, not losing a single map, and then hopefully North America don't choke and shit the bed again. And then EU and NA are actually kind of exciting games. Like
See,
there should be.
this is why the obviously 16 teams is a lot, but this is why having
so
all
many.
these teams at the World Cup was so good, because then you could see that some of the Korean teams were beatable. It wasn't just Falcons and Crazy Raccoons
Right.
destroying everybody.
Yeah.
You had the other two, you had Fnatic and Zeta at the time, who were kind of beatable. And it's like, okay, this is good, this is exciting. But yeah, that aside, even if one of the Nightmare teams doesn't go, I'm sure my guy Flack could just pick up Zeta and be like, yep, Nightmare Zeta, that's the team now. And then,
Nightmare ZETA.
and then he'll get his team there. It's all good.
Maybe we'll go with Nightmare Plat Chat at some point. You know?
Nightmare
Oh,
Plat
Nightmare
Like,
Nightmare
Talk to
Plat
us.
Chat. Wait,
Talk
I
to
have
us,
an
Flack.
idea. Nightmare Plat Chat, but the guests are just like under Commander X, and it's just everyone there. And then we go over to their podcast, and we're Nightmare Uncoachable.
Well, just
He's
Plat
cooking with
Chat,
that one.
Nightmare blunt rotation. Just Nightmare blunt.
Oh, there it
rotation.
is. And
Oh,
Nightmare
it is. Featuring
Coach.
co-streamers.
The J.
Oh, speak about
goes
Nightmare
crazy.
J3. Actual, this is from 2017, by the way. This is a
Yeah.
2016, 2017
Renegades.
picture.
Renegades
This
J3.
picture, like if you think about it, what could be January in a couple months, this picture is I mean, like, if we just add 2 more years to that, it's gonna be 10. Oh, you know, if we just extrapolate, this picture's almost a decade old. This picture's fucking so old.
Oh,
yeah, you like that
God
one? You like that one?
damn.
Wait,
That was a good
you like that
one?
one? Yeah, I pose. Who's
Yeah, that
this
was a
diva?
good
Huh?
one.
Put Charlie
What the
XCX
fuck
over
was
this.
this?
You
Put
do
Charlie
look
XCX in
you
the
just put out a
background.
new album. Find
No,
us on Spotify.
They that was what was it? I was getting ice cream with some people a couple days ago. So that's what we were getting ice cream.
Great aura, great aura.
Oh,
All right,
that one
do you
looks
guys
like
want to talk
that one
about?
looks like a Tinder profile picture. Is that what that was?
So true.
Good.
When I get
So
the
true.
when
So
I get
true.
the blurry, sweaty photo up on Tinder, you're like, oh yeah.
Let's talk about
That's the one.
Europe. Let's talk about EMEA here for a second. All right. Okay, where do you want to start with this one? Cloudy made it. Cloudy made it after a 3-2 win over Ex Oblivione.
That was pretty crazy.
Wait,
Like, there's
EXO lost.
No
Oh.
way. Yeah, there's no way the Rhine team wins
What?
it. Oh, wait, they fucking win this. Like,
Oh,
that game
shit.
was just insane. The amount of, like, OTP teams, I feel like the OTP teams are just getting more frequent in, like, every region, it feels like. I don't know, man.
I mean,
Bring up the
okay.
game? There it is.
Well, to
Yeah,
be fair, that's a natural consequence, I think, of there being less structure. Is that like one-trick teams can form and be pretty strong because like everyone is less drilled, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And there's
I
also
mean,
less like conformity since not everyone's screaming and playing the same shit to a degree.
it was a super fun game, actually. Ghost as well is just a freak on BAP. We kind of already knew that, but dude, the amount of damage that guy puts out is insane. The EXO full hold on Rialto was like, okay, so they're actually going to come back to this because they already had done that against SR Peak Check. And it was like, okay, actually so winnable. And then SR Peak Check, this was like a map pool scenario where like the map pool and the maps and the series order just worked out so well for them because Clash is just such a good rush map. And the Rhine just kind of slaps on Throne of Anubis. And then Midtown's kind of the same thing, or like any kind of hybrid map, which is what me and Scott were talking about. Like any kind of hybrid map, Midtown, like Kings Row, whatever. You can just play rush. You can force that shit. Or just go in with the TPs. Because they also are very good at TPing people around the map and just enabling Cloudy to just swing at people. It was really good. It was a really fun series. Danny was popping off because we saw Reinhardt, but I cannot believe... I mean, I can, but it's like, okay, EXO probably should have won that. Ryan is not good. Like, Ryan is
You've been
terrible
saying
game.
that for the longest time, and here we are. We're seeing 2 Reinhardt teams. Of course, Derpy's team didn't make it,
I mean...
but still, we're here. We're brawling, all right? We got to respect the Rhine.
Sure.
I mean, has
are
2
they gonna...
accounts in top 10 on NA playing Reinhardt.
Who gets it? It's fucking ranked, motherfucker. You know who was it? Who had top 2
All right,
accounts?
Gurkmeister, yeah, sorry.
Gurkmeister had 2
All right.
top 2 accounts.
I'm
with
trying to-
Junkrat.
Can
We're
I
gonna
ask?
spread some propaganda, all right?
Can I ask?
It's all good.
Was this Throne of Anubis actually good? Because there's a 5-4 result, which probably
Well,
says it was a reasonably good map.
It was
no?
like-
But was it
it
actually?
was the
Back and
classic-
forth.
It was the classic back and forth where it just ended on mid, and then it was like, okay, the team with Rush wins, like the team with Ryan wins. Like,
Yeah.
I don't like Clash right now because the amount of back and forth.
Oh,
and
what
it's
a hot
like,
take,
okay,
dude! What a hot take!
I know, crazy hot take, but like, I had a kind of, I don't like it, and I kind of like it, and now I've seen a lot more pro play. I'm like, this map kind of blows. This
There
kind of
is-
mode kinda
there
blows.
is the
It's just one
problem.
mid fight. The whole map is one mid fight, and that's it. It's
I mean, point C is so good for Ryan. Like, bro literally just plays, has like 3 places on the point to just play angles. And then he can also just contest the high ground on the side, which Alex tried to do. And then on point D, you have a worse time because the point, there's so much high ground, either side.
But he just gets TP'd. He just gets TP'd up and down. Like that's
gets
the strat.
TP'd. So yeah, I mean, it felt like they just did the same thing for 10 minutes. Like they literally just did this for 10 minutes, and it was back and forth. But I will stick to my take. I believe I said it like a few weeks ago. I think it's kind of fun to spectate Clash, but it has some bigger problems when you play it. Because when you play it, it feels like you're just stuck in a small corridor all the time. But when you watch it, you're like, oh shit, they're 5-3 or 4-3.
Right.
Can they bring it back? Can they win 2 points in a row? Like the point system is entertaining from like a viewer experience, but it doesn't
From
feel
a
great
playing
to play.
experience, it doesn't translate at all.
Yeah.
With playing, I think with every other game type, you as a player in the game can tell how well your team is doing versus another team. Where on Clash, I just don't think that's a consistent case at all. Because you lose first fight. If I lose first fight, I'm like, okay, sounds good. Because we get better spawns, we get better high ground, like we can just run at them and they have worse spawns and we can just kind of dominate. And then we go back to mid and we find another mid fight again. It's just like, it's harder to gauge as quickly as like an escort or a push or whatever, like who is really going to be able to dominate here. Like looking back at it, I think a lot of people hated push, but once it got kind of solved, the game mode's actually very entertaining to play and also very entertaining to watch because you can make those big comebacks, and that has happened. But on Clash, I just don't feel like those big comebacks like you can see on push and every other mode.
It's so hard,
with a
ridiculously
bot,
hard.
It's ridiculously hard, and with a bot, it's very like you can fight in OT like perma, right? On Clash, it doesn't feel like that at all. Like it's just something in this game when you don't have a payload, it is just not as like fluid or fun to play around. I don't like control. I always think controls are kind of a fraudulent game type, and this is kind of falling into that same kind of basket for me.
I think it's a little fucked up to put control in the same mode as Clash.
Control is better than Clash. Control is better than Clash.
It's a little fucked up, but I do agree. It is slightly fraudulent. Sure.
Yeah, with if you remove Clash from the pool, I think control maps are probably worse overall. And then, but if you add Clash, Clash is easily the worst. I think the
thing is they've just had to add some
like
artificial limiters to Clash, like which is a wider game design perspective, but like they've already adjusted the game mode to like make it way harder to cap last, and like it's just like there's all sorts of things where they've put limitations on it.
Yes, this mode is flawed and it cannot be solved, I don't think, because of those limitations. Because otherwise, everybody was complaining. Oh my god, the non-stop screeching 2-minute games. I'm like, thank fuck for that. I get to play another one that's not fucking Clash. Like, that's the problem. You have to put those limitations in, otherwise people are going to get those 2-minute games. But if you kind of remove the limitations, you're going to get rolled quicker, and the games are going to end. It's just an unsolvable problem, I think. But anyway, we're talking about EMEA. My bad. I went Clash round.
No, it's all good. I mean, I started as well.
No, it's fine.
And I'll say the final thing. I've now played enough games on Clash. Sorry, I know I shouldn't keep talking about Clash, but I've now played enough ranked games where it's unbelievably tilting to just feel like you're dominating a team, and then you end up losing because you had like one
mid fight.
Yeah, you lose one mid fight and you lose the game when you've been dominating. You can be like stats, just like if you want to be a KD and you can be like, oh, I'm like 30-4, and we just lost because we lost one mid fight after it was 4-4. That feels unbelievably shit. Big shatter, by the way. Amazing. They swapped the diva.
This was
come in with the big shatter.
And the map as well. It was kind of sick. Like Cloudy, obviously extremely good on Ryan, and I'll reiterate for the people in the back. It was so like this series was so map dependent, and it would be because of an OTP team and especially a Ryan one-trick team. But it just went out so well for them. The last two maps are just perfect. Like you go to a hybrid and you go to a Throne Numas, and the hybrid map types as well. They're perfect. Fucking Kings and Midtown, like holy shit, dude. Look, there we are.
Hey, there you are. Let's go.
That's
all right. I'm not gonna talk more about
He's standing up.
Aoma beat Peps 3-1. Joe's called it as well.
One-man army, W team, Top Dragon.
I'm telling you,
I am the head glazer of Top Dragon right now. And
did you take my spot?
Say that again.
All right, fair enough.
I'm the head glazer
of the top of the dragon.
me doing the turnaround.
Let me go eat.
Say that again.
Alpha came into my stream and he tried to Alpha tried to carry my games, and we loaded into Havana and we lost when Alpha tried to carry my games. That was pretty sad. That felt,
Alpha, the French. Who?
The British.
Alpha.
My guy just called the British guy French.
Alpha on Wikipedia, and it pulled up Alpha the tank who used to play on the Alpha Element Mystic. Now I can't pull up Alpha.
Like there's a French caster called Alpha, right? Or there was.
Who are you talking about?
We're talking about Alpha, the support player for a one-man army.
Click on his name. Look at the photo. Look how British he is.
Wait, what the fuck? British. Are they in the Kingsmen? What the hell is this shit? What the hell?
From industry.
Bro, you need to be saving the world. What are you doing playing support in OWCS for EMEA? What the hell are you here, man?
Hey, Alpha tried to duel with me. We lost, but all good. So thank you, which proved that I can't even be carried by someone who's playing an EMEA main event.
An EMEA main event player can't carry Johnny, bro. And you want me to play support on my main account, bro? It ain't happening, Chief.
Yeah, because your damage play is nothing to brag about either. So take it easy.
My damage play goes crazy, and why won't you let me fucking play on my Smurf on support just to help you?
Because you had
don't care.
No, if you
one-man army, they are the team to take it from the top dogs. Legit. I think they take down teams like Twisted Minds. They're almost there. I don't know about VP. I'm hoping One Man Army can take down VP. Please. They're so close in the table right now where VP could potentially lose their slot. Okay, this first game's a wash. Like, you're facing against the best team in the EU right now. That's not happening, Chief. But it is pretty damn close across the board here. If One Man Army do well, VP do badly, there's a potential there. But same with Twisted Minds and Piece of Cake. Obviously, everybody knows the Peps, like, Piece of Cake thing, where it's like the team split, but it's actually just the best players. And we got flamed for that last week.
Did we get flamed? Wait,
yeah, we got flamed by it. It was, I don't know, the French.
Okay, well, who made the
Wait,
main
the
event?
French flamed us? I thought we were cool with the French.
We are cool with the French. It's just that I was saying last week that Piece of Cake, they are the better part of Gaming Gladiators.
Were we right? They qualified for the main event? It's okay, qualified?
Yes.
So we were analytically correct, okay? Okay,
we were
you
correct.
can't flame us when we're wrong and then also flame us when we're right.
Well, they probably
6-1.
flamed us before we were proven correct, to be
You
fair.
could argue, though, that Group B is a much harder group, but you got smacked down by One Man Army 3-1,
So are you saying that you pre-glazed Pizza Cake and now
Yes,
you adjusted
I
it for
pre-glazed
We pre-glazed a piece of cake. Yeah, we
and
did.
I've been pre-glazing
as the head
Top
glazer?
Dragon. As the
head
head
glazer.
glazer
We
of
glazed
Krispy
that cake.
Kreme,
Yep.
I have
like
been
glazing
glazing
head.
Piece of Cake.
Oh boy, I'm glad we brought
Alright.
this into the lexicon.
Anything else here? Anything else? I don't think.
Yeah, what's the story with Twisted Minds and nearly losing to negative mental attitude? I know that's like a week old.
Oh
but
my god!
I don't know much
It was
about
off stream. That game was off stream.
It was off
What's the
stream,
story
but
with
then
that?
it was like, okay, don't worry. It was like actually just a random fluke apparently, because Quartz just dominated in that decided match. Like, it wasn't close at all. That game was like, that first one was just
Was Quartz asleep for the first game? Was just
I
AFK?
guess.
Like, wasn't
AFK?
there, huh?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it was a Toronto Divine
Also,
something in Danny Angle. I'm not sure. But
where did Vigilante go? I know he got replaced by MCD, but what's the story with that?
yeah, I don't know actually. Oh no, he had some personal issues to take care of. I think something like that. It was like I don't think he wanted to step back, or at least from what I briefly read. There is a post about it somewhere. I've not been using Twitter at all. There you go. Health issues. There you go.
I'm now highly suspicious. I mean, God bless Vigilante, and I hope he's okay, and I hope it's I hope he's okay in a good spot here. But every time someone leaves Twisted Minds now, I'm like,
Well, also,
Like, did he say health issue or mental health issue? Which one was it?
well, we'll have to ask. We'll have to ask. Maybe he just wanted to go study. Who knows?
Bliss
Anyway,
backline obviously is also extremely, like, they've been together for a while, or at least not permanently together, but Dallas feel kind of esque.
yeah.
Good. It's a good backline. I think Twisted Minds are going to do well here. I don't think they're going to win against Space Station though. This seems like a very obvious like.
Oh, we need to do
first rounder.
Preds. Do we have bracket Pred technology?
Do we?
No,
we do not.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine.
I lied in the title.
Yeah, we lied. But I mean,
we lied.
Well, we could still
hack it.
We could still
Hacker
also
mouse.
like verbally say them, even if we can't hack.
We
the
can
planet,
verbally say
you
them.
know?
First round is very obvious and very easy, but if One Man Army take maps off ends, I'm gonna whip out the triple glaze, bro. I'm gonna be fucking. I'm glazed on top of glaze.
How
I'm
much
gonna be
glaze
Adding
do you
that
have,
with,
bro?
dude, not even Krispy Kreme have a triple glaze. You're coming out with something dangerous over here.
Exactly, dude. Exactly. Doc says my cholesterol was too high. Motherfuckers should check my sugar level too. I'll be head glazing. that was
What the
that
hell
was
is
not
happening,
good.
bro?
That was not good. He did check my cholesterol level, and it is slightly higher than it should be. It's slightly higher than it should be.
Holy Unk. Unk be like, my jokes are about my blood levels and talking to my doctors. Oh man.
What's your
I
glucose
hate-
monitor
I
say
got
right now?
HGV
Check your
there.
glucose monitor.
Oh man.
So Ends, Piece of Cake, Virtus Pro, Space Station, they're all making it through, like 100%. I cannot see a world where they don't make it through here.
Someone
I'm
on the last episode of Plat Chat was just like, I really hope they don't keep working with Avast, because he just brings like
Oh,
Twitch
I
chat and
did.
messaging. He ruins my episodes. This is not the episode for you, buddy. This is not the episode for you.
Yeah, I mean, listen, okay, now that I'm back, Now that I'm back, all the analytical Andes, guess what? It's time to have fun again. Time to go up. We're gonna put you in the contraption, and you're gonna have to look at grass. You're gonna have to look at grass in the contraption. Get ready to touch it, to look at it, to feel it, to conceptualize it. Okay? It's over. We're done doing this shit where Jake's gonna talk for 3 hours straight. Okay? We're gonna do these things now. We're doing it my way now. We're having the fun way.
We need to get Jake in the arena. We need to get Jake in the arena again.
No, I mean, we can, but dude, how about the 5-way podcast, bro? Holy, imagine the world.
Holy fuck, the 5-way podcast would actually be, I'd be overstimulated as fuck. But I'm echoing Jack's opinions with all this, mostly because I don't watch Europe, so I'm gonna agree with him. So
yeah.
Oh,
and then,
okay. All right.
Yeah, VP Space Station going.
This is gonna take forever, Solomon. I can't believe you signed up for this. No, it's in the next round. It's in the next round. It's in the next round.
It's fine. There's less of them. There's less of them after the first round because of numbers. So
Johnny's right. Johnny's right.
Solomon, this is gonna take forever.
It's a lot easier. No, it's gonna be a lot easier after the first round. This is the worst. This is the worst round of it. This is the worst round of it. It gets a lot better after this. Okay.
Okay.
Just let him keep going. just let him keep going here, okay?
Yeah.
There's been some budget cuts.
And some piece of cake.
Yeah, it seems obvious. Budget cuts. And ends go through.
I would take
SSG go through in this meta anyway.
SSG in this meta, especially KSA.
This meta,
KSA,
yeah.
Kind of a goat. We kind of already knew that, but kind of a goat still.
Is Virtus Pro the EMEA set of division?
I mean, honestly,
you know
at this point, they might be.
In this case, who's Violet? Gala?
Who's Violet? I guess Gala, yeah.
Or Canale? It could be either.
I think it'd be Gala.
One man army go through. I want to make. Yeah. I do want to make a spicy pred here. I do want to say one man army.
No, yeah, I'm a one man army glazer, so yeah.
Yeah, I'm a glazer.
It even trumps the Reinhardt. So
sure, I'll glaze.
Yeah. Oh, I meant over VP, bro.
Oh shit. Okay, now we're glazing. Hold up a minute. Wait a minute. I think that's too spicy for me.
I'd be glazing. Jake's not on the podcast anymore.
Spicy. It's too spicy for me. I can't do that.
I'm throwing my weight behind. I'm throwing my weight behind Jack's spread.
Dude, people watch this
that guy's
shit.
got a dumpy too.
You might not believe
that's
it.
A lot of fucking weight.
I've never watched Europe. My opinion on Europe should not be taken seriously outside because I don't know any of them other than I only know Twisted Minds
I'm working on a bracket right now. I'll show you my bracket.
This is perfect.
You're doing your own bracket while you're on the podcast.
Yeah. No. Trust me.
Bro, you understand that anything you make here is intellectual property of Plat Chat, by the way.
That's fine.
Anything you make under work hours, we own that. Okay,
that's fine. You can have it after this. But I'm cooking something. I'll show you my bracket after this. All right.
Twisted Minds over Vendetta. It's happening. Brave pick,
That's
everybody.
Brave.
Okay, so this game is going to be sick. The Piece of Cake Twisted Minds game is really interesting. I do think Piece of Cake are on a hot streak, but the same with Twisted Minds. I think the quality of the tank play from Piece of Cake is probably better. Ooh, it's so hard. TVNT is really good, but is way better on Deer, like way better on those kind of rushy not rushy like divey kind of heroes. Oh, it's tough. Johnny?
Oh frick.
Good boy, the
No,
Johnny.
I'm going piece of cake. I'm glazing piece of cake. There we go.
Okay,
it'll be the fun one. Yeah, let's get piece of cake through.
I like that.
People are gonna see this bracket.
That makes it extra spicy too because Twisted Minds are they are in clinching distance of getting that third spot as well. So piece of cake going through here would be kind of wicked, honestly. It would be very spicy. I still don't know if I believe that because Quartz just showed up and just showed us some freakish shit.
Here we go.
But we'll let it.
No, this would be so much fun. This would be so much fun.
Fun bracket. This
is the anti-TM bracket.
It kind of is actually, yeah.
I do not stand for this.
We're gonna wait till Jaws puts one man army, definitely the top three. And
I was gonna say one man army over piece of cake, baby. But no, and then you're probably, dude. If they beat Virtus Pro though.
Dude, they literally lost to VP in their own group.
Doesn't matter though, because look what Twisted Minds
doesn't matter. Doesn't matter though. He says.
He's head glazing right now.
Doesn't matter though.
I am head glazing right now.
This is Jaws'
piece of cake.
I'm just letting Jaws cook. This is Jaws'
So you're telling that you're
put one man up. You want one army in.
Johnny's twisting my arm, bro. Johnny's like, nah, you're gonna get fired, dude. We're gonna have people on the podcast. That's not you. It's what he's sending me in DMs right now.
That's true.
One man army.
That's true.
Just do it.
Look,
Just
we're
do
one
it.
of-
Is
there
this
it is.
okay?
Yes.
We're here for
He
fun.
wants
We're
one
here for
army in
fun.
there.
We're here for
He
fun.
puts it
Ends
in there,
through.
put it in
Ends
there.
through. Ends through. Ends through. Ends go through. Ends go
All
through.
right.
Think and
Alright.
Space Station.
I think
Why-
I
actually,
think Space Station wins this. All right, I need to call. I needed to calm down. I got Space Station over Ents.
I don't know who's stronger right now because didn't Space Station win Face It? So I don't know.
They're both slapping this meta though. All right, we'll go Space Station. Okay, I mean they are kind of the goats.
Unless-
Astro's a very good Juno too. Their backline's very solid, incredibly powerful.
I mean, you guys have seen these teams more.
Yeah,
like,
I got Space
recently.
Station going
All
through.
right,
I got
yeah,
Space Station going through.
Okay.
I haven't
Maybe-
seen
maybe I'm a
EMEA since
Kev-
Face It.
I love Kevster, bro. I don't know.
Yeah, but this is it ain't about Kevster in this meta, all right?
And then Ents go through, and it's dude. This is the ZETA division. This is Korea. This is Korea. Look, watch this. Space
Wait.
Station win, and then Ents win.
Wait, what's Kevster playing in this meta?
don't watch it.
Genji
Is
and
he still
May,
on May?
right? Genji
Yeah,
and May,
it's
right?
still
just
on
like
May?
May. It's
Wait,
the
is
May
May
with the
still relevant?
Orisa.
Is May still relevant in EMEA?
Bro,
Yes.
well, yeah. I mean, even
Yeah,
Senate Division
it's
brought it
fucking
out.
EMEA, bro. What are you saying? Yes, it's relevant.
I mean, come on. I'm Crazy Raccoon and Falcon pilled when none of them played. May,
Yeah,
they
I
just
mean
played
that's
Genji.
very true. That meta is so much better. I
They
will
only
say
play Genji.
me and Scott were talking about it, actually the whole like Genji, like that kind of transition, that shift. It has started to hit EMEA, and of course it will hit a bit later. I wouldn't be too surprised if people are just perma playing that shit now.
I told
Genji.
you. I told you this is what would happen. I told you last
well,
week.
Yes, obviously. This is what happens with every esport of all ever. Korea comes up with this fucking thing. It's fucking slapping. Look at League of Legends, bro. They come up with everything first, and then the West fucking copy them. And he's always last for some reason.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Korea did not come up with goats.
That was my
That's
guy
true.
Gator. That was my
That's
guy
true.
Gator Intensa.
Korea
that's
did
true.
not come
Yeah.
up with goats, buddy.
Gator,
Just gonna let you know.
Yeah, Gay is the beast, but
Just gonna let you know.
Okay.
And goats, the most
All right.
dominant meta of all time. So
I feel like the whole inventing goats thing is a bit of slander towards like ninjas in pajamas who played literally triple and quad tank throughout all of 2017.
Yeah, but they didn't make it a meta
Nice.
though. Like triple tank and brig, bro.
well,
Brig.
quad tank was
Brig.
meta for a bit, to be fair.
Yeah, quad tank was but
We need to-
triple
we need
tank.
to-
What, so like
Now
Rack
that we're
Attack
done,
invented
hang on.
Lifeweaver? Come on.
Yeah,
Come on now.
close to.
Come on now.
What, you see FD, you didn't like FD got on Gibraltar?
I don't like that. Look, I know it's called goats because go all tanks and supports. I know the team name was goats. I know the lore, okay? But in a different dimension, it's called nip.
What? It's
I don't
called
know.
what?
Oh, nip.
The
That's
nip
not
is
Average
called-
desperately wants
They're
to
just
tell us
calling
something.
it
He's
I don't know.
just he's
I'm
biting
I'm
his
waiting
time.
to show you my
He's
bracket.
biting his
Oh,
time
okay.
to
I
actually
worked
watch.
on a bracket. I worked on a bracket this
It's
whole
8
time.
p.m. and I haven't done any
The
nutrition.
bracket.
Okay, first
Quickly
of all,
flash his bracket.
flash my bracket real quick.
Flash your bracket. Oh,
There it is. It's my bracket.
Oh my
This
god,
is,
dude.
This is the Stockholm bracket.
This is
the Stockholm
the
bracket.
Spin all,
Stockholm
that took you
bracket.
15 minutes?
Took me 15 minutes to make the Stockholm
That's
bracket. Guys.
crazy.
Yep, this is the Stockholm bracket, guys. This is Crazy Raccoon. Yep. I don't know who
Go
wins.
to NA.
but-
Go to Johnny wants to eat. I think Connor has to eat. Fucking go to NA. Go to NA.
I do. I have to fly to Canada.
Connie,
tomorrow,
Connie
so-
already he got food in the kitchen. We saw earlier.
For my cats, but yeah, cat food can be pretty good. I mean, overall, we can talk
All
about
right.
NA.
Cat food
So
killers?
I'm not literally saying this. I'm not literally saying this because I want to go eat. But I don't think any of the elimination matches in NA were particularly like shocking.
Oh, the fluffy aim.
I'm pretty sure I think everything that we talked about last time came true, pretty much.
Oh, the decided games, you mean?
Yeah, the decider
Oh,
games.
the deciders?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I
whatever,
think
yeah.
literally these groups worked out
Sure.
exactly as we predicted. Essentially.
Sure. Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah, literally exactly like we predicted. This group was there was no surprises.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
all
no
right.
real
Let's go to
surprises.
bracket then. Do the bracket.
Good talk. Plat Chat
everybody.
recaps OWCS.
Yeah.
I mean, it's North America, man. It sucks ass till the playoffs. So, and
Yeah.
even
Even
then,
then.
and even
And
then,
even then.
and even then.
I mean, one was because NRG got upset, so they had to beat up Blast of Bods 3-0. One of them was Ramatra Punch trying to one-trick Reinhardt. One was TSM beating up on Team Z, and the other was Shikigami beating up on YFP. There's no groundbreaking storylines we're missing here, really.
Hey,
Except
but
that
there's a story.
it's still
Hey,
fun
there's
to
still
watch
the
you go.
storylines of you know, they're not gonna. I believe they're still not rescheduling. I believe they're still not gonna reschedule
Wait, is that over?
Playoffs. No, yeah, it's not over.
There's more collegiate, you mean?
Yeah, the collegiate thing I don't think is over yet. I think supposedly there might still be more, or maybe I'm looking at an old screenshot. Wait, I'm double checking. Was the Rinko posted something?
While he does this,
just get moved through.
Toronto Defiant all the way to the finals.
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
No
yeah,
way. Who'd have thought, huh? Who'd have thought? I am excited to see Toronto in Stockholm, though. I think because them underperforming in Dallas was so sad, bro. It was very, very sad.
Did they underperform?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Like,
in my opinion, they
crazy.
needed that. They needed that to get the kick up the butt they needed for World Cup. So
I did.
to help them in the World Cup run.
I guess EU did get 3rd and 4th. So
Yeah.
I suppose.
Toronto got hella upset. A team that was like.
Gator
they
will
were
let you
gonna
know.
take
Technically, EMEA outperformed Toronto and Dallas. So.
All right. Citrus Nation over Rad.
Yeah, Citrus Nation.
Fluffy Aimers.
Over Shikigami. Ooh. That's going to be a good game.
Come on, you know it. Come on. What are we talking about?
Chime Time. Chime Time versus Hejong and Sojun.
I personally would still take Shikigami.
I would as
the
I
upset?
would as
Okay.
well. Yeah. I
don't think it's really that much of an upset. I don't think it's that much of an upset.
It's a pretty
All right.
close game. I think.
But I mean, like, I wouldn't be shocked to see Fluffy Aimers win. But
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, let's go with Shikigami. That's
a
fun.
3-2. That's a 3-2.
Yeah, they're. Aren't they playing a match soon? I think Face It started today.
Masters, right? Isn't it today? Yeah.
Yeah.
Masters.
Is it today or tomorrow?
Sure, it's today. I'll have a look.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe we can. Anyway, I don't know, you guys. Well, Night versus TSM.
no, I will say if Chime has a
isn't-
life game, Chime would be crazy. That would be crazy. TSM Nightmare.
Shouldn't it be Nightmare?
I mean, when you think mostly, I'm just thinking in terms of the meta right now. I think it should be Nightmare.
Okay, wait.
Crazy.
Shikigami lost to the Junker Queen One Trick team tonight.
Oh.
Of Romani.
Really?
Yeah, Shikigami lost. We can't put Shikigami there. No.
Okay, then sure.
No,
Give me a Fluffy.
Fluffy or Shikigami.
I mean, to be fair, that's like obviously not like the official, but fuck it. I mean, I was a toss up for me. I was just kind of throwing something out, but sure, Fluffy Aimers. I mean, like also, I did like Fluffy Aimers, so.
They lost to 0-3 Splash. Yeah, 3-1 in Face It, according to Wikipedia.
Give me the Fluffy Aimers and give me Nightmare. I
crazy.
think Nightmare definitely still beats. I was thinking about the TSM match that was watched because I watched a bit of their matches.
Coach Jake strikes again.
Coach Jake. So
Coach Jake. You did it.
This is McGravy.
Is 0-3 Splash? They're just a
0-3
Queen One Trick team?
Wait, they
0-3 Splash
played
is-
Rhino.
Wait, who did?
This is it. Wait, this maybe. This
What are you,
is a wrong-
Blood? What are you looking
Holy
at?
shit! It's just we need a central source of information.
I'm looking
Okay,
at
well,
the
this is the Face It
page.
League. Hold up.
Whatever. Anyway, it's the Face It. Yeah, it's the. I'm looking. Maybe KH. No, I don't know.
All right. Who wins? TSM Nightmare. Oh, we had. Right, here we at.
TSM
Okay.
Nightmare. No. Yeah, sure. Cheeky over TSM.
NRG beats Rad.
NRG beats Rad for sure. God, I am boiling, bro.
What do you mean?
I'm
Me when
hot.
I'm a
I'm
teapot?
really hot. I'm really hot. It's hot in here. It's really hot in here.
All
Is it
right.
hotter than Krefeld, Germany?
All right.
No, that was disgusting.
Okay, where are we at
We will
next?
see. Shark,
TSM
Citrus
beats.
Nation.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
TSM beats Shikigami.
I think TSM will beat
Oh,
Shikigami. Yeah,
fuck,
I think
man.
so.
Okay,
I think they
fine.
will.
God
I think
damn
they'll
it.
beat TSM. I think they
This
look
guy is
all
such a
right
Shikigami
enough.
simp.
I am. Yeah, I am. It's kind of bad. Shikigami are gone. Goodbye, Shikigami.
So
Yes.
Put them straight in the finals. Put them straight in the finals,
There you
Solomon.
go.
Nightmare versus Fluffy Aimers. We take Nightmare, right?
I think
would
we take Nightmare.
Yeah, I would take Nightmare.
Which means that Fluffy dropped down to beat NRG, or not beat NRG. They play NRG.
Well,
NRG
no,
beats-
they probably
The
don't.
NRG win.
They should
Right?
win.
They should win.
I
They
mean,
should
technically
win.
they've lost to them before.
We're acting in the should
Yeah.
territory now.
They should win, but would it be funny if they lost?
No, TSM, and then TSM through to NRG, then NRG through, and then Nightmare through to Toronto. Oh, I don't know, actually. None of this is... TSM through. Oh, yeah, obviously Nightmare lose that.
Nightmare got to go down to lower bracket final, yep.
Surely TSM beats Citrus, no?
Surely TSM
I would
beats
think so.
Citrus
I would think
Nation.
so.
These games are going to fucking gigapound.
I think
Citrus is the Orisa team, though. Seb on the Orisa, historically.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like I was watching TSM's matches. I'm like, they're pretty decent across the board. Like, when I look at all the North American teams, like, okay, I see someone playing really good Overwatch. I see Defiant. Then I see two teams playing, like, pretty solid Overwatch between Shock and Nightmare. And then I see a bunch of teams playing, like, okay Overwatch. And TSM's, like, right on the edge between okay and solid Overwatch. So, I don't know. Citrus Nation, like, yeah, they're the Orisa team, but I feel like they just lack. They're too raw. They're too raw across the other.
They're too raw.
They're too
That's
raw
your
across the
analysis. They're too raw.
They're just a little unpolished.
Unlike Factor Meals, everybody. Code Overwatch 50. They aren't raw. You put them in the microwave for
They're just a little unpolished. I don't know. I just don't. I think they lack a
2
little
minutes
structure.
microwave.
I think they lack a little structure. I think that TSM's got a little. They have a little bit more fragging power at moments. I think so. Like I think TSM like has, and also I like their backline a little bit better. Though, I mean, realistically, I don't think their Liar or Squid have really been having that amazing of games, to be honest. But
no, I think
like,
Liar Squid, I would say probably one of the like a weaker part of that team. Sadly, I do like Liar, but
I
Citrus
overall
did
think
beat TSM 3-1 in the groups, but that was 2 weeks ago or something. So
2 weeks ago,
Yeah.
that was the biggest. That was like, no, dude, I don't know. I feel like at
I
this
just
stage,
think that like
TSM probably
they're too.
wins. Sure,
I think
it was
it's just
like a small
TSM's
hiccup.
also. That's why they're on the edge between like the good to like the solid to okay tier because they're also just like
consistency.
wildly oscillating. They have poor
Yeah.
consistency issues. I feel like on paper I'm cool with TSM winning
look,
this.
we already messed up the
Or
EMEA
not,
bracket,
or
so who
rather-
cares?
We did.
Losing
No, we
this.
didn't. NRG shot through.
Dude, you
NRG
had Virtus
shot
Pro
through.
go out in the
It
lower
should
bracket
probably be
quarterfinals.
Shock. It should probably be Shock winning this. It should probably be Shock winning this and TSM
Shock.
beating
Yeah.
Citrus Nation.
Just move in the room.
Shock is an easy choice. IMO, and then we get the PG versus Seeker again, which is kind of epic.
Look, the Plat Chat predictions are back. Things always don't go the way you think they are, so we take that into
I don't know
account.
who I like here. Ooh, I want to say Nightmare, but I don't know.
I personally like the, I don't know, because they can't, pretty much they need to perma bench PG. I feel like, well, I mean, no, that's probably unfair. That's unfair. Maybe not. Like, because PG's, I mean, his cast isn't bad. Not a bad game. Cass is really strong right now.
Do you want to get Nightmare? Do you want to go Nightmare in this one?
I'm just thinking because, like, I don't know. I'm stuck here.
No.
No? It'd be fun. Come on.
Shock.
No, it'd be fun if we picked Nightmare.
Nightmare then.
It would be fun if we picked Nightmare.
All right, it's fun. It's fun. We're back. We're Plat Chat is so
Plat Chat
back.
is so
Fuck
back.
it.
So
Fuck it.
back. And then
Everyone
Toronto
is still
win.
making his own bracket somewhere. I don't know what he's doing.
No,
I'm
he
happy
made the
with Nightmare.
Stockholm bracket.
I'm not up to date with where EMEA are.
Which is fair.
But I'll take
Yeah.
Nightmare. I'll take Nightmare. I'll buy
This
this.
is a fun bracket. You know what? This is a fun bracket, everybody.
Guys, who do we have for finals? Who for finals?
We're fun maxing.
Oh, who for finals, huh? Who for finals?
Yeah, I wonder who wins finals.
Shikigami, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Shikigami.
Shikigami.
We're fun maxing here on the Plat Chat podcast. Oh,
Who, okay,
yeah.
who has the best chance of beating Toronto, if it's even possible?
If I'm
No.
being
We
like,
think
if they're playing at peak capacity, like actual peak capacity, like they're playing the best Overwatch. Personally, I would think Shock would be the more likely pick. Just when I'm thinking of the overall like the overall strength of the
Helen
roster.
versus someone.
Well, it's attack.
But once again,
Attack versus someone.
Is that because they beat Toronto earlier?
no, I'm simply
In
saying
stage
Average was asking who's the most likely NA team to beat them potentially, right? Like if there was a team.
Yeah,
Sure,
yeah.
if you're going on
It would be
percentage
Shock.
chance and the percentage can be under 10%, then sure.
It would be Shock. I think their roles, the player strength is, I think, probably the second highest in North America. I think also that they have like some of the most experienced players on the roster in general, and with the addition of like attack, I think they have like a pretty I think they have like a pretty.
I don't think I agree with you. I don't think I
guess
agree
Attack
with you.
mostly. Wait, does Attack? Wait, I actually remember. Attack played a lot of defense.
I think
does Attack play Orisa for them too. I can't remember.
I think Nightmare has a higher mechanical skill because of their damage trio, which is extremely good. And you got Infected as well. And you're playing in a meta where, like NRG, they're not playing their comfort heroes. Pretty much like Crazy Raccoon. I'm not making a Crazy Raccoon NRG comparison here, but like Kellan Winston, Ultraviolet, just cooking. So instead, I feel like you're putting NRG on this kind of like team roles. Like Tree, for example, like Tree is still gonna cook. But I feel like Nightmare, because of their mechanical skill, I feel like they could pop off here. I feel like they could be.
I don't know. I don't think this is, as someone that is a fan of both Admiral and CJ, I don't think their backline has been like amazing. I don't think they're bad at all. I think they're very solid backline.
They just have to fucking be Chio. They just have to, well, okay, not be Chio, but they just have to be solid. Like just fucking Ray had a good time.
I don't think they do. I think
just
it's much more likely that you can see, especially on like a diverse set of maps. I think like the Rack, Cal, UV, like rotation is a much better rotation.
This is not the big mechanical support meta. This is be smart.
On certain maps it is. On certain maps it can be. Your support skill can be directly influenced on like how you win the map for a lot of maps because of how big the sightlines are and like how there isn't really like no one's playing like especially in North America, teams aren't really playing full dive comps.
I just don't like. I feel like NRG. They got slightly bad vibes right now.
Listen, I don't like. Listen, if I'm being honest, they're gonna lose. They're all gonna lose to Defiant. They're all gonna lose to fucking Defiant. So it doesn't really.
Well,
and they're all gonna get stomped by Korea. And like I don't really feel strongly.
Well, that wouldn't make for a good podcast if we just approach NA like that. You know, we have to talk about the second and third and fourth.
I mean, I'm simply saying that's why that's my personal reason for shock. I like the individual roles better. I feel like the addition of attacks gives them flexibility.
I think Nightmare's fine. I think that's a fun bracket. It's a fun bracket. We're not.
No, it's not about the bracket. We're talking about who's the most likely team to defeat Defiant.
Oh, sure. I would say probably Shock, honestly.
All right.
Nightmare could cook something. They could cook though.
They could cook. Potential Nightmare, potential higher peak. Potential higher peak. Shock, baseline, probably better.
I don't even know if that's true either, but you know.
Okay.
All right.
That's fine. That's fine. You know what? That's okay.
I'm craving carbohydrates. My brain is just exhausted right now.
Go. Put the fat meals into the microwave. 2 minutes, Johnny. 2 minutes.
That's true.
2 minutes. 2 minutes, Johnny. We gotta. What do we got to talk about now?
I feel like we can kind of wrap up. We had small things there, like the competitive drives.
Competitive drives. Cool. Okay, let me give you a summary.
They were cool.
All right. Sure. They give extra competitive points and it pushes people more into like competitive, like the competitive queue. It's pretty sweet. I like it. It's okay. It's pretty cool. Do I care about it? Fuck no. I don't give a shit. Not for me.
There you go.
That was the summary.
Cool.
That's the whole summary.
I thought it was cool.
They're cool. Hey, I said they're cool. I personally, they're not built for me, so I don't really care.
Yeah, well, I like them because I like cosmetics and stuff.
That's
so
great,
I thought it was cool.
That's great for you.
Yeah, good for me. It was fun. It was only 2 days, which is a bit tough to grind towards.
More competitive points, I will say, is definitely a cool thing. I think they should do more of that, where like players can play and they earn more competitive points with the Emerald weapons. I think that's really sweet. I like that.
I think overall, any sort of incentive to give people actual in-game rewards when playing and trying to win is a boon. I think from a systems design, like gameplay design, game design standpoint, this is something we've always been asking for. So it's good they've added of like you should incentivize people for playing the game and winning and doing well in the game. Like getting extra stuff in competitive and getting like special name tags and signatures or whatever is cool.
I think the main driving force behind this is putting people from quick play into ranked as well, because it's an extra little small cosmetic, and I think incentives like that also really push the game forward, because I think in the end of it all, it is competitive, but people weren't competitive.
All right. Do you want to bring up OWCSLE and OWLEL real quick? Bang him out, and then do Bren's play of the week.
Okay, just bang.
You can tell Johnny's about to fucking die. He hasn't had enough calories, and it's late. And
dude, it's my bedtime, bro. It's like 8:30.
It's my bedtime, yeah.
Oh, what?
No!
Oh, we got OWLEL. Okay.
I've already played
sugar free.
Okay.
Sure. Well,
Western DPS, non-American.
Probably going to be a Korean and not on Titans. Okay.
What about European? What about European?
I mean, it could be Kevster. You could go Kevster.
Wait.
Western. Get the Europeans.
Just give it Kevster. Just see, because now we'll know if it's a European or not.
Well, it's
Okay,
not
so
Swedish.
it's-
Oh shit.
What?
Wait, is this is from Overwatch League, right? This is from
Let's
Overwatch
go.
League.
There's
How many other European DPS players were there in the final season of Overwatch League? Not that many.
Kai.
No, we should do a
Wait,
Korean
why are we
player.
not going Korean? Why are we not?
We
picking-
should
Okay,
do
we'll
a-
go
we should-
Korean
we
now.
should-
Go
we should do a
Korean
Korean
now.
player.
Name a Korean DPS in the West.
Just Pelican. Just go
my
Pelican.
God.
Pelican.
Pelican.
Pick
Pelican.
Pelican's
Fine.
easy.
Fine.
Just do Pelican.
No,
Oh, wow.
It wasn't a Korean.
Kai.
Holy
Kai.
shit! I can't believe it.
Kai.
Oh, I mean that's actually crazy.
It's not
You-
Glads.
British.
It's
It
not
was
Glads.
backbone. It's a
though.
backbone.
Sparko.
Backbone.
No,
Backbone.
wait.
Backbone.
Okay, you're right. You're right.
Did
It's
someone
backbone.
say Sparker?
Yeah.
We went Kai after it said it wasn't Gladiators, by the way.
I mean,
So
I mean, well, but
it helped us, but
Oh yeah,
but
that's true. That's true. Wait,
We got the
Papiga
British.
that. We did a little Papiga on that one.
It was a little papige.
Do we have any more owl? Any more?
All right, New
lols-
York Times
lols to do?
crossword. No, any
No,
more.
we're not.
crossword.
I'll
Wait, what is this? Oh,
Same one.
Same
Which
thing.
season? Which season?
Oh my god, there's
Let's do season one.
Season one,
Season
season
one.
one, season one, season one, season one.
Okay.
Avast.
Avast!
Well,
Oh.
Oh,
No.
Not
wow.
support, not America, not Boston. Jonak.
that's hey. That's
No,
wait,
that's
no,
his
What's,
support,
what's
support,
Pacific?
support.
Which ones are
Yeah,
the Pacific
yeah.
teams?
Pacific was like
which one?
Valiant, Gladiators. Yeah. Valiant, Gladiators, Shock.
Yujie
Asher.
Hong.
Asher.
Wait,
Dude,
not
I
a
forgot
support.
they put Dallas in the Pacific.
No,
Division.
support.
That's
Say
so
Asher.
funny.
It is a support.
Asher.
No, it's not
It's
a support.
not a support.
It's not a support.
It's not a
Asher,
support, so
Asher.
Asher could be a pick. Yes, Asher could.
You
be
know
a
he
pick.
makes music.
Yo.
He's Korean, DPS player. And
So
Pacific,
not on Gladiators.
Is Carpe on what region is it?
Carpe?
Pacific?
That's
Yeah.
east,
Is
Atlantic,
that's
right?
east?
Yeah,
No, it's
Carpe's in
no.
Atlantic. Carpe's in Atlantic.
Wait,
we want
should go,
Pacific.
Freaking.
Maybe
not? Yes.
Korean DPS?
Oh my god.
Eska. No, Eska was not on that team, was he?
No. Oh my
No.
god. Oh my god. What's his name? What's his name?
Fleta.
Fleta? Yeah,
Fleta, yes,
Fleta.
Fleta would work.
That's his
Fleta
name.
would work. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it is.
There you go.
There you
Holy
go.
shit! There it is,
Amazing.
people. There it is. Boom.
Boom.
Good job, everybody.
Great job. All right.
Nice.
Awesome.
All
Friends player of the
Brent's-
week.
Okay, it's
Okay, Solomon wants to
four for
sleep.
Solomon. It's 4:30 for Solomon. Brent's player of the week.
Is proper bit. No, it's Falcons. Is Krusty. Is Sure.
Honestly,
we give it to.
Wait, let's complete the glaze. We should
Okay.
just give it the proper,
We
right?
should give the proper.
Complete
the proper
It would
glaze.
be the completion of the glaze.
Complete the glaze.
It would be
proper
the
had a great
completion of the glaze.
week.
I'm down.
And then we've done a
Proper.
pre, a mid, and a post glaze. Done all the glazes, all the
That's so
stages.
true,
Just
actually.
like the way you're supposed to glaze.
All
the
stages of glazing.
three-layered glaze.
All stages of
Yeah.
glazing.
Yeah, all 3 layers of glazing right there.
Mhm.
Well, you bite down on a donut and it's all glazed. You can't
Brent's
taste anything else.
glazing.
Brent's glazing of the
Totally
week.
glazed.
Brent's glazing of the week.
We haven't consulted Bren on this, but I'm sure he'll be fine with it. All
Brent loves a
right.
good glaze. He likes ass-pass.
Okay. I'm gonna go grill, and it's gonna be glorious. All right.
Grill
Thank
it.
you for tuning in
It's
to
like
Plat Chat
half eight.
Overwatch.
It's like 8:30. Anyway.
Yeah, but I've
Always time to
marinated
grill.
my meat.
He's
I'm
gonna
ready to go.
grill. His
Wait, he's
actual
marinating his
grill.
meat. He's pre and he's post glazed. Holy shit!
I
man.
glazed my meat pre-episode. All right.
Man.
All
Plat
right,
Chat
time for
Overwatch.
bed.
Episode 242. I hope we did Korea justice because it really was one of the best matches of all time.
Oh,
Thank you
and
for
the
tuning
lower
in,
finals
everybody.
was too. Lower finals.
And
also
the lower
great.
finals was extremely good too. Not our finest NA coverage, but it will have to do. We'll see you
give a
next
fuck.
week, recapping everything that happened in the stage 4 main event. Take care, everybody, and see you for episode 243. Goodbye. Thank you so much for producing.